All right, I want to welcome everybody to the RBBS Logistics Learning Center, Earn While You Learn Consulting and Training Platform. Today is operational training. We have operational training every Saturday, same bat channel, same bat time, 10:15 a.m. right here from Tallahassee, Florida, here at the beautiful Avenue 29, and that's where we broadcast from. Today we are kind of just hanging out on the balcony because it's a beautiful day outside. I don't know if y'all can see the background here, but it is just absolutely one beautiful Saturday. And I figured, well, let's kind of take it semi-outside because, you know, it's beautiful. Why not? Let's enjoy some of the weather. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start sharing our screen, and so you all can see what I see what we have to show you all. And our screen is now being there. It is. I want to welcome all of the new members to us and to our platform. We had quite a few to join up since last week, so we want to welcome all of you all. We had quite a few to get their profile set up. If you did not get your profile set up, that is probably because you did not send your email over to dispatch@rbbstransport.com. Because remember, I don't set those up. I don't do processing. I don't do any of that. That's done by the interns, and they only have one email address. Their email address is dispatch@rbbstransport.com. They take care of all processes. I don't do that type of stuff. I have a whole lot of other stuff to do. Okay, a whole lot of, including answer phone calls, consult with students, things like that. You know, as you all know, I answer about 100 to 150 phone calls a day on top of developing our new website. Coming to speak of, while we're talking about the new website, I want to go ahead and officially announce that one of my former students, Mr. Charles Mundy, and one of my present students, Mr. Kerry, I swear to God, I keep messing up his name. I think it's Kerry Glickenstein. Kerry Glickstein. I think that's how you pronounce his last name. Kerry, please forgive me. I'm not very good at the pronunciation, but we have formed a partnership, the three of us, and we are developing the first of its kind. I'm not going to talk too much about it, but we are developing the first of its kind, a totally networking load board. It would be our very own load board. It will bear our name, our logo, our colors. It will be our very own load board. It will be subscription based, but here's the great news. All of our students get access to it for free. Okay, if you are a student within our platform, you would not have to pay a subscription. Everyone else coming in would have to pay a $29.95 per month subscription. Okay, but all of our students will get access to this networking load board for free, and it is a load board that is geared toward and specifically geared toward dispatchers, because there's not a load board out there for dispatchers. Every load board out there now either restricts dispatchers from using the load board, or it's very hard for dispatchers to get onto the load board, even if they have a signed agreement with their carrier, and the carrier is authorizing them to do so. Some load boards just flat out won't accept you, won't let you get onto the load board without an MC number or a DOT number. Well, guess what? This load board. Okay, somebody is not right. Let me fix that right now. I'm going to go ahead and mute everyone. I don't know who that is. I don't know if the competition is trying to ground us out. Did y'all hear that? Okay. I guess they don't like us talking about our new load board. Anyway, we're going to talk about it anyway. But it is specifically geared toward dispatchers. Anyone will be able to join this load board. Everyone that joins this load board, now, like I said, this will be a networking. It's not just a load board. It's actually going to be a website with a load board within the website. Okay, we will have our own private load board, and we will have an open source load board. We'll get more into it privately outside of the public's view. We'll talk more about it on a spot on a spot training that we're going to have later on this week. And we're going to probably send a bolo out to everyone that we're going to have some spot training just for our enrolled students, so I can give you all the lowdown on the load board. Charles, Carrie, and I will be in that spot training, and we'll give you all the lowdown on that load board. Charles is probably not going to be with us today. I don't see him on here. He is celebrating his anniversary, him and his beautiful wife. We want to wish them happy anniversary and many, 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 many more years of happy marriage. So we tip our hats to him and his lovely wife, and we wish them a happy anniversary. Okay, so, but that's what we have coming up. It is the first of its kind. It's something that we looked at and we saw that there was a need for, because here's the deal. No one knows how many dispatchers there are out there. Okay, I estimate dispatchers outnumber brokers about 10 to 1. There's a lot of brokers, but I think there's a lot more dispatchers. And the reason why no one knows how many there are out there, because there's no way to track them. Okay, dispatchers don't have to have an MC number, don't have to have a DOT number. Okay, so there's really no way of tracking how many dispatchers or dispatch firms there are. You know, I mean, it literally could be a vast number, like this ghost army of industry professionals that are out there working behind the scenes, that are finding great loads for carriers and keeping this industry going and thriving, but not really getting the recognition that you all really deserve. So we decided that we were going to kind of change that. Okay, we're going to bring something to the table that allows dispatchers to be able to come on and not just operate, but be able to network the way that we do. If you all are within our platform, you know how we network. You know the things that we do to help each other learn this business and to help each other to find loads, book loads, and find trucks and find carriers and things like that. That is the type of load board and dispatching load board that we're going to have that's going to be coming out. So look for that here within the next 3 to 4 weeks. It should be coming out. We should be able to unveil it. We are working with a load board developing firm right now that we have hired, and we are working with them, and we are working diligently to make it happen and to bring it up. Okay. All right. Let's get into some training. I'm going to go ahead and mute everyone because we got some random background noise. So I'm going to have to mute everyone so that we won't have these interruptions, because we are starting to get some random background noise. So I'm going to mute everyone. And then if you have a question, please feel free to unmute yourself or just ask the question here in the chat area where it says, someone says that the volume is low. Okay. Well, the reason why the volume is low is because I have my headset on. And if I take my headset off, well, I'll go ahead and take it off because I can't hear you all if I take my headset off. I can but I can barely hear you when I take my headset off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my headset off. If you have a question, type it in. If you have something that you just have to verbalize, unmute yourself and type it in that you have that you need to speak or something like that, and let me know so I can stick my headset back on so I can actually hear you. Okay?
Calvin, you good with your mic to your mouth, man.
Okay, yeah, I have to remember to keep holding it up right to my mouth. I've got to get me one of those headsets that's got the the little mic piece that comes around and it'll look like a Top Gun, pilot or something. That's what I probably need to get. Or one of the race car driver headsets.
Yeah, that'll work.
Ricky Bobby, in Talladega Nights. I guess I better get down on my knees tonight and ask little baby Jesus to send me a little, a NASCAR headset. I love that movie, by the way. That is one of the most funny movies I've ever seen in my life. They talk about all the little baby Jesus and stuff. So, I guess I better get out on my knees and pray to the little black baby Jesus tonight. So that's what I'm gonna do. All right. Let's get this thing going here. All right. As always, we log into our website, and again, our website is rbbstransport.com. and this is our back office site. We log into our back office site at RBBStransport.com. Now, this week, we will, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. This week, we will be changing the address of the RBBStransport.com to the National Dispatchers Network.com. By the way, our networking website and load board will be the NDN, the National Dispatch Network. Our training and back office site is the National Dispatchers Network. So one is going to be the National Dispatch Network, which is going to be the networking load board, and our private back office site will be the National Dispatchers Network. By the way, that network load board won't have all of the tools and resources that you all have. Okay, we're not gonna just create another platform and then have it duplicate what you all already get. They won't get near the tools and resources that you all have. All the stuff that we have in our back office, all of that won't be available to those people. In order to get that, you would have to actually join our platform. But if you are part of our platform, if you are part of our training platform, you get access to the networking load board automatically. So you all actually will be able to have both at your disposal at no extra cost. Okay? But anyway, let's go ahead and get into, now remember, for all you new people, now we kind of went over this in orientation. We kind of go over this in orientation, but just to refresh your memory, this is the website you will use to promote your business if you don't have your own website. Because when you send people to this website and they come over to the Who Are We is where they get to see all of our dispatchers and what we bring to the table and what we can do for people and what our services are and, you know, all the good stuff, you know, that we bring to the table in finding owner-operators great pay and freight. You know, how much money do you need to move your truck? That's our pitch. By the way, we're going to go over that pitch today. We're going to do a little role playing today. For those of you who have joined us kind of lately, for those of you who have joined us and haven't had a chance to actually watch us go through that pitch and do some role playing, we're also going to go over the workflow, how to get a load from start to paid on. We're going to go over that in depth today. I know we kind of just brush across it in some of the other training, but today we're going to get into that in depth. We're going to go through that line by line, step by step, okay, because I need everyone to know how to get a load from start to finish. We're also going to go over some of the auto haul training today. Okay, we're going to go over some auto haul training. And when I say auto haul training, we're not going to get on, we're going to talk about central dispatch. And what we're going to do is we're going to go over some of the sales techniques of when you call up the carriers and show you all how to cherry pick on U-Ship. But before you start doing that, and I know some of you have actually gone to U-Ship, I guess because we kind of jumped the gun last week, but some of you have actually gone to U-Ship and started trying to cherry pick. But what point of you going to cherry pick if you don't know how to find carriers, and we haven't integrated the access of central dispatch? Okay, that is not going to work until we actually implement central dispatch into that scenario, because they're the ones that actually find the carriers that's able to run those loads, which gives us the advantage of undercutting everyone else on U-Ship, coming in with the lowest bid, and us still making great money. Okay, because if you just find a hot shot, that's not going to work. Hot Shots is not going to run a load, it's not going to run a car cross country with anything less than $3,000 or $2,500. That's not going to happen. Okay, Hot Shot won't run a car if it's a one-car move or one or two-car move. A Hot Shot is not going to run it. They won't even take it, 700 miles for less than $2,500. That's not going to happen. Okay, but an auto carrier with 11-car with 11-car hauler and only have 9 cars on his hauler, and he's already on that route or in that lane. If the lowest bid on U-Ship was $2,200 and then you come in and say, hey, I'll grab it for $1,500, right? You go to an auto carrier that's got 9 cars on his 11-car hauler. Let's say the car is in Orlando. The auto carrier is just leaving Miami, and the car has got to go, let's say, to Texas, and that auto carrier is on his way to California. He's already in that lane. You understand? And the only way to find those carriers that are in that lane, already in that lane, is through central dispatch. Okay? That's the only way to find those. That's the only way to find those carriers that are already in that lane. Because central dispatch is so far it's the only one that I know of where if you go and post what you have, what type of car you have, where it's picking up, and all the information, and you post your contracts and all that stuff on there, you post what you have, it automatically sends that out to all of the other carriers that are in that lane already. And it only sends it to the only carriers that actually see it are those who are in that lane and they have not passed your pickup point yet. In other words, they don't have to turn around and come back. I mean, they have a very unique system, and it's a great system for us to take advantage of and use in our auto haul dispatching. But you can only work in conjunction with viewship with that if you have access to the central dispatch and you know how to operate within central dispatch. Okay? So don't jump the gun. Okay? Because if you start jumping the gun, what you're going to wind up doing is you're going to wind up burning good leads. And you're going to wind up ruining your name on that particular site, and no one is going to want to work with it. Because believe it or not, this is a very tight-knit type of industry, and word gets around. People talk. It doesn't take long before your name becomes mud. Okay? So try not to jump the gun, and just be patient. Work what you have. Work on, flatbeds, reefers, dry vans. There's plenty of business out there right now to do that and learn this business, make the money, and then when we get ready to move into the auto hauling full-fledged, you'll be equipped, you'll be trained, and you'll have the necessary tools and resources to make the money without ruining your name. Because when you're jumping the gun like this, all you're doing is just throwing mud on your name. That's all you're doing. You're just mudding your name, okay? And it's not just your name that's getting muddy. If you're using the National Dispatchers Network, guess what? You're muddying our name too. So be patient. Don't get ahead of yourself. It's coming, okay? But we have to make sure everything is done right, because the worst thing you want to do is jump in and start doing something and you're doing it wrong, and then next thing you know, you can't do it at all. All right? So patience is a virtue. All right. Hope everybody understands that. Hope everybody agrees with that. Somebody just said, me too, sweet baby Jesus. Yeah, baby Jesus. Yeah, I love baby Jesus. Okay. All right. So this is our this is our website. Of course, you send people here, and they're able to go over the stuff and read it and look into it and see how we do business, and they see that we don't just throw freight out there to people. We actually find what carriers are looking for. That's what we do. That's the uniqueness of our network. Us as dispatchers versus everyone else as brokers and dispatchers, they have their loads already in place, whatever they have, and then they try to push off what they have already to carriers. That's why carriers are always complaining, ain't no good freight. I don't want to use a broker. I don't want to use a dispatcher. They're always trying to get me to take cheap freight. That's because you're trying to push what you already got. So instead of doing that, why not use a little common sense? Okay, well, since I already know that you probably don't want what I got, let me find out what you want. Then I'll go find what you want, and then I'll give it to you. Doesn't that make a whole lot more sense? Isn't that more palatable, or something that they can actually digest more than you trying to shove something down their throat that that they may not even want? Makes a lot of sense, don't it? And then on the other side of that, why try to shove something down someone's throat when you may not? I mean, they may not even be in that area. You got all these loads, leaving out of Jacksonville, Florida, but most of the carriers might be in Mobile, Alabama. that dog ain't gonna hunt, okay? And that carrier that's in Mobile, Alabama, most of them carriers, they may have their trucks, and they may have bought their trucks, through some leasing company, and they may have trucks that, they got to make a weekly payment of $700 a week or $900 a week on. Well, that $1.75 load ain't gonna work. Now is it? Not even that $2.25 load won't work when you got a truck payment die. So that carrier needs to have a load that's paying $2.75, almost $3 per mile. So why throw him a bunch of stuff out there? Go get all these loads you got from a shipper. Then, I got great loads from a shipper paying $2.65. But you got a whole bunch of trucks out there that can't run loads that's $2.65. They need loads that's $2.75, $2.85, and $3 per mile. So why not just go ask them what they want, Mr. Carrier? How much money you need to move your truck? Y'all know how we do it. Hey, Mr. Carrier, I see you down there in Mobile, Alabama. How you doing down there? Oh, I'm doing all right. And what you want? Oh, I just want to know how much money you need to move your truck. However way you got to bring that up, work it around to that phrase right there. Be nonchalant about it. Be yourself about it. Don't try to be all professional, because if that ain't you, that ain't you. And trust me, people know bullshit when they see it. So don't try to bullshit people. Be yourself. Be genuine. Be honest. Be upfront. Somebody asks you a question, answer the question honestly. You ain't got nothing to hide. You ain't got nothing to be ashamed of. Tell them the truth. The truth don't always hurt. Sometimes it sets you free. Y'all believe that? Okay? So just be honest about what you do. Be honest about what you have to offer. And just tell them, look, I'm just trying to find out how much money you need to move your truck. Sometimes people get on the phone with you, they're all hostile and stuff, and they like, what you want? Why you calling me? Y'all always calling me about these cheap behind loads y'all got. I don't want that cheap load. Sure, I understand, and I agree with you, but let me ask you a question. How much money do you need to move your truck? What? Watch how that tone changes. But work it into the conversation and bring it in naturally. Don't try to call people up like, hey, Mr. So-and-so. My name is, let's pick somebody here. I see Charles Monday finally joined us. Hey, Charles, how you doing? My name is Kim Hudson, and I'm with the National Network of Dispatchers, and we were just, and we're trying to find out, what type of loads you want. Look, be yourself. Talk to them like you're talking to your neighbor next door, or you're talking to your homegirl, or your best friend, or whoever. Because that's what they are. They're people. I know you all see trucks and you see carriers, but these are people just like you. They got bills, they got husbands, they got wives, they got girlfriends, they got baby daddies, baby mamas, they got side, they got side boyfriend, side girl. They got all the problems and concerns and everything that you all got. Guess what? They got them too, because they just like you. So talk to them the way you want people to talk to you. That is the key to getting these carriers to understand you. Okay, getting them to be in sync with you, and getting them to be your friend. We just have a saying in the car business: make a friend, make a sale. Simple as that. Also, when you start off that way, it is much easier for you to communicate with your carrier, because communication is the key. If you don't believe me, ask Charles Monday. Okay? Ask Miss Williams. Ask some of those people. Communication is the key. Ask Shabazz. Miss Shabazz.
Charles Monday here.
Hey, Charles, what's up? What's
going on?
Not much, but as we let you all know, this is the way you continually book freight for your carrier, and this is how you create good carriers. Because if you don't communicate with your carriers, if you don't have an open line of good communications with your carrier, I guarantee you, at some point in time, that carrier, well, I wouldn't say I guarantee, there's about a 70% chance that carrier is going to screw you somewhere down the line. Because they don't know you. They don't have any loyalty to you. I mean, why would they? You hardly ever talk to them. I mean, I doubt most of y'all who have carriers right now, you don't know anything about their families. Okay? Every carrier that I dispatch for about 8 to 12 carriers personally, ones I personally dispatch for. I know them by name. I know their family. I know how many children they got. I even got it written down what's their children's birthdays. This is how you create great carriers. The 317 carriers that my firm dispatches for right now, We got them, and those are good carriers. Those are carriers I can depend on. I know when the interns they send them out on loads, or when they find them bike hauls, they're gonna take it. Why? Because we went through about 1,500 to 1,700 carriers just to get those 317 good carriers. Yeah, we went through a lot of bad carriers, a lot of carriers that didn't want to pay us, a lot of carriers that didn't want to take loads, a lot of carriers that have you to present 3, 4, 5 loads to them, and they say, well, let me think about it. A lot of carriers that lie to you and tell you, oh, I'm going to pick the load up, and then they don't show up. A lot of carriers that go pick the load up, and they, can't drive with a doggone running in the ditch, damaging the load, all types of stuff. That's part of the business. Okay? That's just part of the business. There's no way for you to control that. What you have control over is how you train your carriers. Yes, that's right. Good dispatchers train their carriers. It's not the other way around. Carriers don't train dispatchers. Dispatchers train carriers. And that's the attitude you all have to take. You have to take responsibility for training your carriers to be a good carrier. Sometimes you may have to educate your carrier on how they need to run. I know that sounds crazy, right? But sometimes you do have to, because you're the ones who are sitting back and you're seeing the whole picture. He's sitting behind the wheel, and he's just picking up loads and delivering them. But you are the one who's looking at all the lanes, looking at the rates. You're knowing what's out there. You're knowing the areas that they go into, and they may get stuck, because you know the areas where there's no freight coming out. You are the quarterback. Really, you are the quarterback. You're the point guard. You understand what I'm saying? You're the one who's sitting back looking at the whole picture, so therefore you can properly evaluate it for your carrier. So take that type of attitude and learn how to train your carriers to be good carriers, because that's what you're going to have to do if you want to develop a network of carriers that when you call them up and you look at pull up your list in the morning, you see, okay, who I got? I got JT Transport in Mobile, Alabama. Okay, he's on a load right now. As a matter of fact, he's on his way with his back haul. He said that he wanted 1 day of rest. So I'm not gonna, if the day is Monday, I'm not gonna send him anything out on tomorrow. I'm gonna find him something on Wednesday. Now, when I find him something on Wednesday, I'm looking at his profile sheet. He needs $2.25 a mile. He don't like the mountains. Okay, and he wants short runs. He don't want them long runs. He wants loads that's under 500 miles, because he likes to try and run something every day. Okay, now you know what to look for him for. So when you find that those loads that's going 300 miles or 200 miles, or like the one we have on the chat group, I know y'all think I don't be watching that chat group sometimes, but I watch that chat group all the time. Like that load we have on the chat group that's going like 70 miles, paying $5.10 a mile. Aha, y'all didn't think I saw that, did it? I see everything. Okay, believe it or not, I see everything. I monitor that chat group. I've got a stream on my phone, as y'all can see here. Let me show y'all something. I've got a stream on my phone that when I turn my phone on, I can't now I don't want to do it. Like if my phone is off for a minute and I turn my phone on, look at that. Y'all see that right there? That's the chat group. Okay, I got it on silent right now, but every time something posts to that chat group, it goes bing, bing. I mean, all night long it's going off. I have to actually turn the volume down at night just so I can get some sleep. But I monitor everything. Okay, but when you call that carrier up with that load that's running 70 miles, paying $5.10, you know he's going to jump on it. Why? Because you got him trained right. You got him trained to make money. And if he's making money, guess what? You making money. Just like us. If you're making money, guess what? We're making money. That's how it's set up. Everything feeds into the next. All right? All right. So, but that's my pep speech and my pep talk on how to train your carriers and how to develop good lines of communications with the carrier. Let's go ahead and get into some of this training here in the back office now. Any questions on training your carriers? Anybody got any questions, comments, or concerns on what we just talked about in training carriers? Somebody talk to me. Come and talk to me. I really want to hear your voice. Anyway, y'all didn't know I used to sing, did it? Okay, I guess y'all didn't find that too. Y'all didn't find that too entertaining. I'm keep my mouth shut from now on. Yeah, that's okay. Y'all ain't gotta like my singing. I'm good with it. I sound good in the bathroom. Okay. Let's see here. Charles Mundy says, which group in there is no? Chandra May says, which group is the chat group? The chat group is only if you have, Miss May, if you have enrolled and if you have passed your test, your basic knowledge quiz, and if you have gone through orientation. If you've done all three of those, you can send me an email, not an email, a Facebook message. Send it to me personally, Calvin Butler. You send me a Facebook message, and then basically say, I have completed orientation, here's my enrollment email address, and here's my real name. And I will add you to the chat group. But no one gets access to the back office site or the chat group until you have completed all three of those tasks. Okay, you have to be enrolled, first of all. You have to have taken and passed your basic knowledge quiz, and you have to have completed your orientation. Okay? And I see here that you said that you have not completed orientation yet. So if you're going to be in orientation this Monday, if you pass your test before Friday, 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you are scheduled for Monday's orientation. If you pass your test after Friday, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on Friday, you have to wait till the next Friday to receive your invite to that Monday's orientation. Okay? We set these things up like this for a reason, because because as you all know, our firm is all the stuff that we do is done by interns and myself and a couple other people. If we didn't have everything scheduled the way we have it scheduled, this wouldn't work. None of this would work. That's where everything is kind of laid out the way it is, and because of our corporate resolution. Our corporate resolution is put together, and that's the way it is with the SEC, and we have to stick to our procedures and guidelines and the way we operate. All right? All right. Ms. May says, I have completed the other 2 items. Okay, so we're just waiting for you for orientation. There we go. All right. Keisha Sweeney said, do we have the ability to provide loads to Sprinter carriers? You can if you can find some Sprinter loads. Okay. All right. Here's the deal. You all are here to make money. Okay. That's what you're here for. You're here to learn how to book freight. You're here to learn how to build your network. But bottom line, you're here to learn how to make money, right? I mean, let's face it. None of y'all wouldn't be here if you didn't want to make money. All right. So if you want to make money, why would you go and try to operate in a field that does not have very many prospects? I mean, let's face it. I got nothing against sprinters and hot shots and these box trucks and these, all this other stuff. But let me tell you something. You ain't gonna make no money running behind those type of loads, running behind those type of carriers. I'm just being straight with you. Okay? Until someone now. If you're like Mr. Charles Mundy, you got a great technical head. If you like me, Charles, and Kerry, we kind of L7s. Y'all know what an L7 is? Can anybody tell me what an L7 is?
Square.
There you go. If you like me, Charles, and Kerry, if you an L7. If you're a square, a nerd, a computer geek, something like that, and you think you can develop a platform that can cater to these Sprinter trucks and find these loads effectively and be able to put them all in one place, if you can do that, you got yourself something. But until someone does that, I wouldn't waste my time with them. I'm not trying to be cold to all these drivers that decide they want to go out and get a Sprinter truck. These drivers decide they want to run the interstate loads and not go outside of the state. These drivers that want to go out and get a hot shot and get them a dually and then want to think they're going to find all these great loads. I mean, I ain't got nothing against them. But I can't make no money with them. My money is made on dry vans, regular 53-foot dry vans, flatbeds, reefers, and auto hauls. That's where the money is. That's where the money is. That's the target-rich environment. Okay? So my advice to you all, if you want to make money, stick to the target-rich environment. Okay? If you want to make money, stick to the target-rich environment. Charles Money just put out something that says that the ebook series will make dispatcher's job so much easier. It does, because when Charles Mundy was one of our students, and we sat down and we had a conversation about what he should do next. Okay, what should he do next? And I suggested to him, why don't you come out with an ebook series? You know, I mean, why? Because the reason why I suggested that to him, because I didn't have the time to do it. I'm just being honest with you. I mean, I didn't have the time to do it. His ebook series is based on a lot of the stuff that we train on. His ebook series goes into depth on what these terms means and things like that. Things that if I tried to sit and explain to you all this stuff, we never get any other type of training done. Okay? I'd never be able to show you all how to make money. Our platform can show you how to make money. Our platform can teach you how to be better salespeople. Our platform can teach you how to build your network. Charles's ebook can educate you on what the terms are, what you need to know, and how all this makes sense. Okay? I don't have the time to do both for you all. I just don't. Okay? I can't continually build our network and create new platforms that's going to benefit you all as students in making money, and try to educate you all on every single term and every single procedure. So when Charles came along and I noticed how he was progressing, he was catching on to stuff real fast, I said, look, you know, develop an ebook. And Charles, being the person that he did, he listens, he evaluates things. He goes, honey, like I told his wife, honey, I'm going to develop an ebook. And that's what he did. All right, and we'll do the same thing with each and every one of you. If you have something that you're trying to, if you show us that if you show me that you have a perplexity on some level to create some type of logistics innovation, okay, something that can improve upon what's out there already, or bring something new to the table that we don't, that the industry don't already have, we'll work with you. We'll sit down with you. We'll take a look at what you got. We'll evaluate it. Jason, okay, he looked at our referral program, and he came to me and said, "Hey, you know, how can I take your referral fee that you're offering, and how can I develop that?" I said, "Well, why not create like a referral marketing platform?" And we talked about it, and we came up with the idea, make a mirror site based off of our network, okay, but gear it towards marketing, branding, putting out the word about our network and drawing those people in. Why? Because we pay a $50 referral fee. And I get emails from Jason every day. Or Justin. I think that's the name, Justin or Jason. But I get emails from him every day. And if you go to his website, I don't know if he's on here. Justin, are you on here? If you're on here, you know, put a link to your website up there. He actually shows you all how to market our referral fee, our referral plan, and it works. I'm telling you, it works for him, because people are. I mean, I'm getting referrals from him every single, and I'm not talking one referral a day. I'm talking about 5, 6 referrals a day that come from him, and we try to follow up on them. Some of them are out of the country, so it's kind of hard to reach them. But we send them emails, and we follow up with them. I think we've got a couple of his referrals who are going to be signing up here within the next couple of days. Or at least they told me that they was going to sign up within the next couple of days. But these are the things that we work with our students on to help you all to find your place within this industry, that you can strive, that you can flourish as a logistics entrepreneur. Because remember, we're not just here to teach you how to book freight. That's not what this is. This is not a freight broker's course. This is not a dispatching class. We don't give a class, nor do we teach a course. That's not what we do. We are consultants. Each and every one of you has hired us to teach you how, or to guide you, or consult with you on how you can make money within this industry. Now, the way that we do that is we train you on the industry through what? Through finding loads, finding carriers, and through finding carriers and contracting carriers. You're speaking with carriers. You're learning the business. Okay? You're learning the business. You're learning the terms. You're learning the tools. You're learning what all the resources are. You're learning where to find stuff. You're learning how to talk to carriers. You're learning how to invoice stuff. You're learning the procedure of booking the freight, of contacting brokers, and what you should say to brokers, how you should make yourself the go-between between the broker and the carrier. You're picking up all this stuff from what? From the system that we put you all through. But the system is just there to get you acclimated with the industry. And then as you become good at that, some of you, not all of you, some of you will develop the skill of entrepreneurship, of innovation, and looking at things and saying, you know what, I can improve upon that. Or looking at the industry, you know what, the industry needs something different. And you're able to verbalize that to us, and then we're able to help you put that together and bring it to the table, just like we helped Charles Money develop his ebook series, just like we helped Justin to develop his branding site and his marketing capabilities for the referrals. That's what we do. That's why we are so different. That's why just about everybody out there now is contacting us, trying to get in with us. And then what we're coming out with later on within the next 4 or 5 weeks, Charles and Carrie and I, what we're coming out with that is going to, when I say it is literally going to set the industry on fire. Now, if you don't believe me, just wait and see. Okay? Because it's something that no one has ever seen before. You all have seen it, or you've seen the beginning stages of it, or you've seen the framework of it. But people outside of our network, the things that we're bringing to the table, they've never seen before. And by all of our indications, they are going to eat it up. Okay? All right. Okay, Charles Money said, I've tried several times to explain this concept to my fellow dispatchers. Yeah. But, you know, they'll get it, Charles. I have faith in them. They will get it.
Yeah, I tried to, the concept of, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but the concept of going after the equipment types that move the most freights, the dry van, reefers, and flatbed, as opposed to the hot shots and sprinter vans and box trucks. You're gonna be chasing your tail. I speak through experience, so I try to put people on to the learning curve so they can avoid that.
Yeah. So look, Charles will tell you, I preached to him for about 30 days. And,
more than that.
And he was stubborn. He was hard headed. He tried it his way. And finally, I'm telling y'all something about Charles. Charles did something very bold. He did something very, very bold. He quit his job when he came on this platform. He said, look, I'm going to quit my job, or I'm going to suspend my job for 90 days. And I'm going to work on this thing for 90 days. And if I can't make it work in 90 days, then it just ain't for me. Now the first 30 days, Charles was hard-headed. Charles thought he had a better way of doing it. Okay,
I did.
He tried it his way for 30 days. Sent out hundreds of dispatch agreements. Nobody signed up.
Now let me explain something to him, Calvin. Too, for those who don't know the story. I left my job. I gave myself a 90-day grace period to try this platform. What I did is my wife and I, we put our expenses, we added our expenses up for every month, and we multiplied that by 3. So we came up with a number, and we put that money aside. So it's not like I quit my job and didn't have nothing to cover the bills.
Exactly.
I had the expenses put on the side, so I just stepped out on faith and said, okay, if I can't do this 90 days, then I shouldn't be doing it, and I can always go back to my job. So I have that luxury. 90 days has come and gone. I haven't been back to my job. I'm okay. So everything's good. So.
And he's working on some stuff that's probably gonna set him and his wife for life. Okay.
Yeah.
Trust me on that. So look. If you work the system. Now, y'all heard me say this. If you work the system will work for you. But if you work against the system, then I can't make no guarantees for you. I can't. I mean, I don't know what you want me to tell you. We tell y'all all the time. Okay. Hot shots, Sprinter vans, these interstate truckers that don't want to go outside the state. I mean, come on, really? But you want to make money. No, you want someone to do all your work for you and give you something. No, that's not what you all do. You all assist people who have the desire to make money, to run loads. Your job is just to find them the better paying loads or the loads that they want. Now, if they did their part and you did your part, guess what? This would be a lovely marriage. 10 years from now, y'all will be happy anniversary, baby. I love you. Just as much as I did the day we met. You understand what I'm saying? So, if you have a carrier that you are sending good loads to, you already found out what they want. They tell you, okay, I need $275 per mile. I want loads that's going more than 500 miles, and don't send me up in them doggone mountains. And every week you finding loads with this guy that's paying $285, $295, $3 per mile. They're running 6, 7, 8, 900 miles. You're keeping them on the bottom half of the United States, and everything you send him, well, let me think about it. Well, let me take a look at it, and I'll get back with you. Cut that sucker loose. He don't want to make no money. He's a pretender. That's what he is. He's a pretender. Cut him loose. I don't mind saying it. I don't care if drivers call me and say, man, why you call me? If the shoe fits, wear it. Okay, that's the way I look at it. Because drivers, owner-operators who are there to make money, they're not offended by that. Why? Because they know that doesn't pertain to them. And whoever it pertains to, guess what? I don't care anyway, because guess what? I'm never going to use them because they're never going to make me any money. So cut them loose. Say bye-bye to them, send them on their way. Okay? That's what you need to do. And don't get me wrong, I have some friends who are hotshot drivers, but I can't make no money with them. Okay? I mean, I just can't. I can't make any money with them. I tell some of my friends, man, go out and get yourself a big truck, get you a reefer, and let's go make some money. But they constantly come to me and say, man, I don't know, man. I'm trying. I'm struggling with this doggone truck, and I don't know if this thing for me, man. It's for you. You just got the wrong type of you just got the wrong type of equipment, man. Go out and get you some equipment that's gonna make you some money. You know, take that dually and give it to your cousin, your wife, your brother, whoever it is you got in your family that want to make some runs to the store and bite or to the lumber store and bite. That's fine for that, but that dude ain't gonna make you no money on this open road like that. Now that you're trying to be an independent. Now, if you want to go work for one of these companies that haul these boats and everything, where they call you up and they send you out, that's fine. But if you want to be an independent, you better get yourself a big truck and get yourself a flatbed, a reefer, or a dry van and go make some money. I'm not trying to be cold. I'm just being honest. Y'all know me, okay? I told y'all, every last one of y'all, when y'all came into this, you know, I'm not Jerry Seinfeld training. This ain't Jerry Seinfeld type of training. No, this Chris Rock, you know, Eddie Murphy, Dave Chappelle. You know, we give it to you raw, up front, and just like it is. Okay, because that's how the industry is. Raw, up front, and just like it is. All right? All right. Dave Walton just asked, do you have a form we send to end the agreement when we cut them loose. No, you just call them. Just don't send them anything anymore. You don't need to send them anything. Look, look. And the reason why I say it that way, cause I'm gonna say I've actually cut some carriers loose, and then they saw the light. So you don't want to say, hey, leave me alone. Don't ever call me no more. You just stop calling them. It's like that relationship you have, and we've all had this relationship. Every last one of us. I know I've had a few of them. Every last one of us has had this relationship. All right, you enter into this relationship. Now I don't care what you say. Every relationship, whether it's business, whether it's personal, whether it's lovey-dovey or whatever it is, it depends on give and take, right? Every relationship is give and take, give and take. Every relationship. I don't care what people say. Oh, baby, I love you just for you. Nah, you love me for what I can do for you, or you love me for what I can provide, or you love me for the type of person that I am, or you love me for what something about what I am or what I'm doing is causing you to be attracted to me. Everything is give and take. Now, if I enter into a relationship and we have a give and take type of relationship, if I give love, you give love back. It's reciprocal, right? You don't give love and somebody not giving love back. Guess what? You ain't going to love them for too long, right? All right. So you're in this give and take relationship. And if you giving more than you getting back, at some point in time, somebody going to feel like they're being taken advantage of or feel like they're being taken granted. You understand what I'm saying? And a lot of times when you're in that type of relationship, if it hadn't been a very long relationship, what do? You don't call them and say, hey, I don't think this is working for me. A lot of you all just stop calling. You just stop calling. You don't call them anymore. You don't send them texts anymore. You just stop. Okay? Now, at some point in time, the person on the other end is going to say what? They're going to run into you and say, why you stop calling me? Well, I wasn't feeling it. I do this and you do this and do this, and I never got any appreciation. You never sent me any flowers. You never did this. You never did that. Fine. That's how things are. Okay. Charles says my putting headaches on. Kimberly says your voice is going in and okay. All right. Hold on here. Can everybody hear me now? I'm like the Verizon guy. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Everybody, can you hear me now? If you can hear me, give me a yes. Everybody who can hear me, give me a yes. If you can't hear me, give me a no. All right, I'm getting all yes, so I guess everybody can hear me. I guess I got to remember to keep this mic up to my mouth. All right. But the reason why you don't want to send them that, definitely I'm cutting you off, don't ever call me again, because if they come to their senses, they may call you back. Because I've had several of my good carriers were bad carriers to start with. I used to send them stuff. They used to give me let me think about it. Let me do this. Give me a little minute. Okay, I'll think about it. Yeah, blah, 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 went. Dial 1-800 went. That's what I always say. All right? But when I cut them off, and they're not getting those 3, 4, the loads that they told me that they wanted, they're not getting them sent to them anymore. Okay? I'm not calling them every other day and say, hey, I got a load that's leaving. I got the 5, highest paying freight that's leaving out of your area. When they don't get that anymore, then because what happens when your well runs dry? You start missing it, right? When your well runs dry, you start missing it. So now it's, a few months later or maybe even 6 months later, they call us, man, you used to send me loads all the time. Why you don't send them to me? Because you wasn't running none of them. Ain't no point in me sending you stuff you ain't going to run. Oh. Okay, well, let me take a look at what you got. I promise I'll run. You see how that works? Then all of a sudden, now you got a good carrier. Okay? It's not on you to send any type of formal disconnect with a carrier. If a carrier doesn't want to use you, it is on them to notify you in writing that they don't want you to send them anything anymore. But if you don't want to work with a carrier, just don't contact them anymore. Simple as that. They're either gonna come around and say, "Hey, why you stop sending me stuff?" And that's when you can explain to them and let them know, well, this is what happens when you don't run nothing I send you. Now you're giving them an opportunity to what? To correct their bad ways. Okay? Now, because remember, I'm a businessman, and you all should be too. Okay? This is all about business. It's all about business. And you should give your carriers, even the bad carriers, you shouldn't just cut them off and give them no way of coming back. Leave them the option of doing what? Correcting their ways. Start missing that water because that well done ran dry. And then have them to come back to you and say, hey, okay, give me another chance, man. I apologize. Baby, please take me back. That type of thing. Everybody got that one person. You just wait for them to say, baby, please take me back. And guess what? You're going to take them back, right? Because that's that person you love. All right. But that's how that works. Okay? All right. I hope I answered your question on that one. I hope I was able to explain that. I have a way of explaining stuff in an animated way, so y'all forgive me. But that's just my nature. That's how I am. I'm not trying to be rude to anybody or anything, but, I think in a past life I may have been a comedian. But, too bad, I'm not one now. Because I hear they make pretty good money. But anyway. Yeah, let's get on to this back office here. As you all know, when you come to our back office, you get access to our contracts and agreements and stuff. Today, we are going to go over this workflow. We want to concentrate on this workflow, okay? And the reason why let me make this announcement real quick. Let's check into our group email real quick before I get into that, because we've got some stuff in the group email that I need everybody to start getting into this group email. So we got a lot of good stuff going on in this group shared email now, in case y'all didn't know it. Let's see, Dispatch Network. Here we go. Our group email. Let's go and get into that bad boy. All right, Mr. Michael Ali. There he is. Mr. Michael Ali has gotten a contract with a very good shipper. And that shipper is sending Mr. Michael Ali loads every day. I don't know if he started posting them here in the back office, here in the, yet. Looks like he hasn't started posting those loads yet. So I don't see anything from him on those loads. Michael, are you on with us today? Michael, if you're on with us, unmute yourself. Talk to me. Come on, talk to me.
Yo, Kevin, yes. Yes, actually, they are on the chat.
Okay. Yeah, make sure you send them to the national network too. Send them to the group email, because everyone is supposed to be using that group email. That is the email where we send loads to now. Because if y'all notice, we don't send loads out to y'all anymore. We used to email y'all out loads, but guess what? Everything has to be improved upon, because look, we started. People are joining our platform every single day. Every week we have about 12 to 15 new people join our platform. Okay, and they try and keep up with adding those email addresses every time somebody joins. That became that wasn't working out too well. So we developed a group email where loads are sent to the email. You understand what I'm saying? Where the where the shippers and other students, brokers, they send their loads into that group email. And you all need to check that group email periodically. Why? Because that's where your loads are coming into at. And that's where we're sending all the loads to now. Okay? When our students go out and get a contract with a shipper, like Mr. Ali has done, and let's go and look at some of his loads. Let me find some of his loads on Facebook here in our chat group. Now, if you're in our chat group, of course, you've seen some of his loads. He posts a lot. He sends a lot of loads. Good loads, by the way. Okay? Good loads. Let's look at some of these loads here. Here we go. Mr. Michael, look at some of the stuff that Michael Ali is sending in. Michael, you're not related to the great Muhammad Ali, are you?
No, I'm not.
Okay, I was about to start chatting that rumbling and drama chat. You know what it was chatting when you was in, you know what I'm saying? And how that go? And does anybody know how that chat go? Is how is it? Simba Nambaye or something like that. They got the chat that. I was like, boy, I was watching that thing the other night and watching Will Smith. I was like, that Ali was something else, boy. Great man, by the way, y'all. Great man, by the way. Man that stood up for his principles. I don't care what nobody says. I mean, and I'm a 10-year combat a disabled combat veteran, and for a man to stand up for his right to either go fight or not go fight, that was his right. Okay, and you have to salute his greatness for that. He was willing to give up his livelihood, everything, for what he believed in. Okay, and that says a lot. But anyway, that's just my view on it. That's my view on it now. Okay, Donald Trump might have a different view, but hey, that's that. But anyway, that's my view. Okay, what are these loads here by Michael? I'm looking at, as you all can see, our happy anniversary, Charles. I see you and your lovely wife there. Happy anniversary, happy anniversary. And there y'all go if y'all want to, Charles and his anniversary thing. All right. But as y'all can see, our chat group is a very active chat group. And here, like I said, we share loads. We help each other to make money. There's nothing like our chat group anywhere on the internet. You can look high, you can look low. You won't find anything like it with the way that we network with each other, or the way you all network with each other. I have to give all the credit to you all, because this is what you all are doing. You all have literally made this chat group what it is, and keep up the good work. Let's see here, Michael, where's your... There's so much going on in the chat group, Mike, you kind of... There you go. All right. These are the loads that Michael is sending. As y'all can see, there's some very good loads. Mike, was one of your loads the one that was that... was it that 70... One of those was that 70-mile run that was paying like $5.10 a mile or something like that? Savannah to Decatur, 1325. The Norcross style. Yeah, these are some decent loads. So, but yeah, just start sending those over to the email, the group email too. So that's where that's where all of you all should be going from time to time and looking at some of these loads. Because here I know Mr. Stephen Allen sending in some dedicated loads. He's got some dedicated runs that need to be in here. That's going to be sitting here. I had a talk with a gentleman. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and share this with you all. Okay, and then we'll get back to our workflow training here. But let me share this with you all real quick. Hold on here. Let me pull this up. I spoke with one of you all, Dorian. I spoke with Dorian about this. I got contacted by a gentleman, and he may be on here today. Okay, so, but I'm gonna explain to you all what this is, and then I'm gonna explain to you all why it's not right for us, and I need to let him know that it's not right for us. Where is the email he sent me? Let me find it here real quick. It's W something. Hold on here. I think his name is WM. Yep, W.M. Gill. Nope, that's not it. My bad. That's not it. There it is. It is W.M. Gill. Okay. All right, y'all see this right here where it says 600 plus trucks needed? He said this to me. Now, on the surface, you might think, wow, this is what we've been looking for, right? All right, I'm gonna show y'all something here, and we're gonna evaluate this. I want you all to I'm gonna show y'all how to evaluate this. Let's see here. View. Let me view each one of them. Company profile. I don't think that's what I'm looking for right here. Give me a second. That's not what I'm looking for. Give me a second. I'm gonna find what I'm looking for, and we're gonna evaluate this, because on the surface it sounds great and it looks great on the surface, but when you start digging into it, you realize this is sand hauling. By the way, from I think from the fracking companies. Okay, this is a contract from a fracking company, and they need trucks to haul, the sand that they pull out of the earth when they're doing, the fracking. Now, this company needs 600 trucks, and I'm gonna show y'all the numbers here. They need 600 trucks. All right. They also have trucks that they can let people, lease. They have 300 plus available tractors with blowers that you can use. They have 150 plus available pneumatic trailers. These are the trailers that you load the sand up in, if y'all can see that. And they have 150 plus available step deck trailers with container locks. Okay, you can put your containers onto the step deck, and you can put the sand in those containers. Okay, those are take a little bit longer to unload and load back on. If you got one of these right here, you just pull up, open your chute, let the sand out, take off, and you'll grab you another load. Now these loads only run about 111 miles. Now, and I'm gonna show you all the numbers here. These are the numbers. Where are the numbers? Where are the numbers? Give me a second here. Let me find these numbers. I'm looking for the numbers here. Give me a second. I'll find the numbers for y'all, what they're paying and all that type of stuff. All right, it might be on the next page. Give me a second. All right, that's what they need. Let's find the numbers. That's the NC&D driver application. This is the driver application. Okay, that's not it. Hold on, I'm gonna get this for y'all here in a second. I'm gonna show y'all these numbers here. I think this is it right here. All right, yeah. All right, these are the numbers. All right. Now, let's see here. Let's get this established here. All right. All right, this is the scope of work. Okay. Provide dedicated sand hauling trucks that are equipped with devices capable of determining the weight of the sand in their truck. Arrive within 1 hour window of scheduled time. Will supply 2 hours for both loading and unloading. Costs built into the line haul charge. Responsible for costs from lost sand caused by company transporting frac sand in a truck that has transported other materials, gravel, concrete, grains, and so on and so on. Once a well site begins operation, the truck will run from well site to transloading facility as needed. This is often continuously until legal DOT hours are close to surpassing. Okay, or close to surpassing. Enough hours will remain for driver to return to their bed down area. Now remember all this. All employees will wear steel-toed boots, safety glasses, gloves, this is regular stuff, hand hats and all the blah, 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 blah. All employees will wear flame-resistant coveralls, so forth and so forth and so on. All employees will have professional manner and will provide service. All invoices will include the following. Now, sounds good, don't it, so far? All right. Company invoice number, bill of landing, okay, all this stuff. All right. Here are the numbers. All right. Phase 1, subcontract. 90 to 120 days. All right. Truck revenue, $9,000. Here's the part that kind of throws, that kind of knocks us out the loop. Driver gross revenue, 25%, $2,250. Okay. Revenue per load, $500. Weekly average loads, 18. Miles, 2,000. Now, that's 2,000 miles altogether. If you got 18 loads, divide that by 2,000 miles, or 18 loads divided by 2,000, that's about 111 miles per load. That's the distance between the time from picking up the sand, dropping it off at the whatever the distribution, the place where they dump the sand. You can run multiple loads. Now remember, DOT hours of service says you're going to run total of 11 hours before you got to shut down for 10. You can run 8, half-hour break, then you can run another 3. So if you're running 111 miles, the average truck can run at about 55 to 65 miles an hour, because that's going to be the speed limit. You're only going to be able to run about, 5, maybe 6 loads per day. Okay? You're averaging about $500 per load. 5 or 6 loads per day, $500 per load. Now, this is great if you are a company driver. But we don't deal with company drivers, do we, y'all? Right? We don't deal with company drivers. We only deal with owner-operators. In order for this to be profitable for an owner-operator, okay, they're going to have to give a little bit more than 25% of the truck revenue. Do you all agree with me? Does everyone follow me on this? This is a lesson in how to evaluate these big contracts, okay? Because if you just look at them on the surface, they look great, but you need to learn how to evaluate, because eventually you all are going to start getting stuff like this as you establish yourself in the industry, okay? On the surface, this looks great, but it's not for owner-operators. This is great for a lease driver if he wants to lease on with them, and if all he wants to bring home is about $200 to $2,500 per week. That's great. Not for an owner-operator. Owner-operator, they have expenses. They have all kinds of expenses. That's not going to work for them. The truck revenue is good, but they are keeping a large amount of that money. And the reason why that is because this is a broker. This is not the sand company. This is a broker who has a contract with the sand company, and this particular guy is an agent of the brokerage firm that has his contract with the sand company. So you've already got 3 hands in the pot. That's why the driver's revenue is only 25%, because the broker's got to get paid, right? They got their cut out of it. Then the agent's got to get his cut out of it, which only leaves what? That 25%. Okay? And that does not work for owner-operators. That works great for company drivers. If they want to hire company drivers and bring company drivers in for 90 to 120 days and let them run for that 90 to 120 days, they can make good money. Company driver bringing home $2,200 a week, that's great money. Right? Everybody agrees with that? But does everybody also agree that this is not great for owner-operators? And Charles is right. For owner-operators, they need to be getting about 50% of that $9,000. They need to bump that from 25% up to 50% to make that a doable deal for owner-operators. Okay? And definitely need to bump it up so that owner-operators will do it. And because if we're going to get our cut out of it, guess what? You know what I'm saying? So with what they're offering here, we can't make any money on that. Our owner-operators can't really make any money on that. Okay? Now, they have down here phase 2, which is direct. Okay? This is direct MSA. Okay? Which is permanent. This is a permanent job. And this is direct with the actual sand company. Okay? Truck revenue, $16,200. Driver gross share, 25%. All right? Revenue per load, $900. 18 loads a week, 2,000 miles. All the parameters are the same, but the truck revenue has upped a little bit. Now, I'm going to tell y'all this. You may be able to find some owner-operators that will probably take that, but most owner-operators who are, if they've been driving for any period of time, they're going to look at that and say, well, hold up. You mean to tell me out of $16,200 truck revenue, they're only giving me 25%? If I was an owner operator, I said, no, buddy. You show me your hand, right? You show me your hand. And I'm only getting 25%. Man, you pimping me. Man, you, come on, really? All right? Now, we may be able to take this second part of it and find some owner-operators that might jump on it. Some. You ain't going to find very many. Not very many, not enough to make this worth it to you. I'm going to be honest with you. Because remember, you still got to get your 10% out of that. Okay? Still got to get your cut out of that. So that's going to drop theirs to even less than 25%. You're dropping it down to what? 10 from 25 is what? 15%. Ain't no owner-operator going to go for that, man. Ain't no way in the world. So, my response back to the gentleman that sent me this is, look, I appreciate the offer, but our network is not the right type of network to find for our carriers to run this type of load. What you need to be doing is you need to be contacting a recruiter who deals only in company drivers. Or if we was able to if we was able to bring in a pool of drivers who don't have their own authority, but they just want to lease their truck on with you, that may even work for them. But for owner operators, that does not work. That dog does not hunt. Okay? Now, for those of you who thought I didn't know nothing about trucking, I know a little something now. I'll let y'all know. I know a little something. I caught on to this game real quick because I came from the mortgage industry. I was a mortgage broker. I was a financial advisor. So numbers, I know numbers. I know numbers. I can look at just about anything and tell you if it's feasible or not. This is not feasible. It looks great on the surface, but it does not work for your clientele. Does everybody understand why this does not work? Does everybody understand what we're looking at here and why this does not work for us? For company drivers, it's great. Okay? Maybe for some unauthority lease drivers, it may, and it still works. But for the people that we deal with, for our clientele, for our carriers, no, it does not work. All right? So if you all receive something like this, if you want to run it by me, for me to take a look at, I'll be more than happy to help you evaluate it and show you how to evaluate it. But just kind of be careful before you commit to stuff that you get sent like this, because a lot of this stuff comes out. Because remember, we are a very large network. People are starting to notice us. Other industry professionals, they are starting to notice what we do, whether you all know that or not. People are starting to notice us. They're starting to recognize that we are slowly, well, not slowly, we are fastly becoming a force to be dealt with because our numbers are growing. And as our numbers continue to grow, we will become an even more influential force within this industry. Okay? So this is why and I get stuff like this all the time. And this is one of the reasons why you all don't see me as much on the chat group, except for when I absolutely necessarily need to come in and say something or do something or correct something. Okay, because I'm constantly dealing with stuff like this. I have to evaluate stuff like this. I'm working with Charles and Carrie, bringing something new to the industry that everybody's gonna love. I promise you all that. It's gonna take the industry by storm. So we're working on that, and we're working on trying to get this auto hauling thing up so that we can get you all on that and start making some of that money too. All right, but that is not a good deal for us. Okay, and I hopefully we was able to explain why this is not a good deal for us. Now, for anybody out there who's a company driver, feel free to contact me. If you want to jump on this, fine, jump on it. I mean, I'm not gonna we're not gonna charge you anything for it. It's just something that came across us, and it may be good for some company drivers or some lease operators or something like that. If you feel like there's something you want to do, jump on it. If you don't have a truck, it looks like they have a thing for it. If you need a truck, you can lease one of their trucks and lease their equipment. So you may want to look at that. I'm gonna be honest with you. If you're a company driver and you're bringing home more than $1,500 a week, you're doing good. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's decent money. Company driver, $1,500 a week, or a lease operator, $1,500 to $2,000 a week. That's decent money, but not for an owner operator. All right. So if anybody out there who is listening to this, or somebody who knows some company drivers who want to get on with these people, I'll be happy to send them they can contact me. I'll be happy to send them the application and stuff. Not going to charge you anything for it, because this is not our area of what we deal with. I just happen to have come across it. Someone sent it to me. If I can pass it on to a company driver or to a lease operator and it benefits them, great. Hopefully you'll say some great words about us and pass it on and let people know about what we do. Okay? All right. Let's get back to what we do. And what we do. And what we're doing today is we're talking about the workflow of dispatcher. You can find the workflow of dispatcher in your back office area for those of you who have access to the back office. Okay? This is going to be in your back office area. This is a workflow that we have been, this is part of our system that we have been preaching. Charles Mundy, again, helped put this together. All right. He was listening to some of the stuff that we was telling him how to do things and the steps and stuff, procedures and that. And of course, with Charles Mundy being the L7 that he is, like myself, he took it upon himself to put together a little breakdown of the workflow. All right. Workflow of dispatching. Let's go through this line by line. Workflow of dispatching. The RBBS National Dispatchers Network System. Okay, once carrier emails you to sign dispatch agreement, once you all have pitched the carrier, okay. Now let's go over that pitch real quick. What's our pitch? Who wants to do some role playing? Who wants to be the carrier today? Somebody talk to me. Somebody unmute the mic and let me know that they want to be a carrier. Come on, don't be scared. Don't be scared. Somebody step up to the plate. I'm not gonna be hard on you.
Tony Wash here.
Hey, Mr. Wash, how you doing? You want to be a carrier today?
Yes, sir.
I appreciate you so much. I'm finna call you up, Mr. Wash. Okay, ring, 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 ring.
Hello.
Hey there, Mr. Wash. How you doing?
Pretty good.
Mr. Wash, my name is Calvin Butler. I'm with the National Network of Dispatchers, and I'm on one of the low boards, and I see you have a truck down there in Tallahassee, Florida, and you're sitting at one of the truck stops.
Yeah, actually, I don't know how that happened. I just was trying to test something out, but, what's going on?
Okay, like I said, I'm with the National Network of Dispatchers, and I'm just trying to find out how much money you need to move your truck.
I'll take about $4 or $5 per mile, depending on where it's going.
Okay, depending on where it's going. So you say if you can get $4 or $5 a mile, depending on where it's going. So where do you not want it to go?
I'm trying to stay out of the mountains. I need some nice, good weather. So if any breakdowns or mishaps was to happen, then I can be in some good weather.
I understand that. About how many miles you like to run?
I'm trying to run about 100 miles.
Okay. So you want to be able to come right back?
Yes.
All right, great. Look, the reason why I asked you all that, because we, like I mentioned before, we are the National Dispatchers Network, okay? And the way we operate, we understand that not every carrier can run the loads for the same amount of money, because you have your own expenses, you have your likes and dislikes. If you may not want to go up in the mountains. Everything is unique about your carrier that another carrier may not have. And that's how we operate. We don't just toss loads at you that we have. We actually find out what you want. So if you tell me you want loads that's paying $4 to $5 per mile, guess what? I'm only going to look for loads that's paying more than $4 per mile. If you tell me you want loads that don't take you up in the mountains, I'm only going to look for loads that keeps you in the bottom half of the United States. And like you said, you tell me you want loads that run no more than 100 miles, because that's why you need that $4 and $5 a mile, because you want to run those short runs and try to run it maybe You may even want to run 2 or 3 of them a day, because you can do that, right?
Yes.
Those are the only type of loads I'm going to look for. So when you see my number on your caller ID, you know I got the kind of loads you want, going to the places you want to go, and paying the kind of money you want to get paid. How does that work for you?
Sounds good. I do have a dispatcher, so how does that work?
I'm not trying to take the place of your dispatcher. Keep your dispatcher. If your dispatcher can give you better loads than I present to you, take their loads. If I come to you with the better load, take our load. The choice is still yours. How does that work for you?
It sounds great. How much would your percentage be?
We have a 10% dispatch fee, and if that seems a little high for you, don't worry about it, because here's what we can do. You told me you wanted $45 per mile. Guess what? I'm going to add another 15 to 20 cents on that, and I'm only going to look for loads that's paying $4.20 to $5.20 per mile, which covers my dispatch fee.
I mean that sounds a little ludicrous, but I mean I guess
what's ludicrous? And what's ludicrous about it? Because I want you to feel good about this.
Well, I do have DAT, and
okay,
I find available loads on there, but however, sometimes you don't have it.
Exactly.
So you telling me you can find $5.20 for me without taking out of my pocket, or
exactly. If I find, you said you wanted $45, right?
Yes.
So I'm adding my 10% in, and I'm only going to look for loads that's paying $5.20 to cover my 10%, right?
Yes.
Therefore, you still get your what? $45, right?
Correct.
Exactly. So I'm giving you exactly what you want. How does that work for you?
It sounds great. Now, what about the fee process? How do you pay?
How do we pay? Oh, we don't pay. You pay us. You got to get your money directly from the broker that we get your load from, or from the shipper you get your money directly from the source. So we don't actually pay you. We don't pay you. You pay us, and we make that very convenient because we only accept payment through our electronic invoicing app. In other words, we send you a text or an email when you have gotten your money, and all you've got to do is click on it, and you pay us with a debit or credit card.
Okay. Is that okay? That sounds like another fee, another percentage that I'm gonna have to use each transaction.
No, there's no fee on you. The fees are on us.
Okay, great. All right. Sure. I'll give you guys a shot.
All right, great. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna shoot you over my dispatch agreement. I need you to read it, sign it, get it back to me. Okay? And then as soon as I get that back from you, I'm also gonna send along with that a profile sheet. You basically, just what you told me, tell me how you want to run, how many miles you want to run, what kind of money you need. That way, when I pull up your sheet every day, I know what to look for. When you're in Alabama or when you're in, or wherever you're at, I'm going to call you, and I'm going to text you and say, where are you? And you just tell me I'm in such and such and such and such. I'm going to look for you the 5 highest paying loads leaving out of the area of where you are that fits your criteria. And if you like any one of them, just tell me. I want number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. And we'll keep you rolling.
Okay, that sounds great. Now, this is no obligated contract or forced dispatch.
No, if you don't want to use us, don't use us. If you don't want to take the loads that I send you, don't take it. I'm just going to give you options. I'm just going to give you options, and if you like it, take it. That's like saying, hey, here's some money. Do you want it or not? Right?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, then. Look for that dispatch agreement. What's your email address?
Sure, it will be motorfreighttony@gmail.com.
All right. Now, everybody, that is pretty much how it's going to go. About 60% of the people you call, or the carriers you call, they're going to have that uncertainty. They're going to have that skepticism just like he did. You understand what I'm saying? But how much money do you need to move your truck covers all that. I don't care what objection he has. That phrase covers everything. Because within that phrase, you can overcome every objection that he has. I don't care what it is. Because all you're doing is giving him what he wants. You're not trying to sell him something that he does not want. That is the key to our pitch. That is the key to the pitch of how much money do you need to move your truck. Okay? Does everybody understand how that pitch pretty much covers everything? Now, I'm gonna let y'all know. Something else. 70% of the phone calls that you make, or the carriers that you call, even him, he's probably not gonna send that dispatch agreement back to you. Believe that or not. 70%, only about 30% of the people you contact are probably going to send that dispatch agreement back to you after that first conversation. Now, but don't get discouraged, because we're going to show you how they get 90% of that 70% to send that dispatch agreement to you. It's on your follow-up call. Your follow-up call is going to happen about 2 days later. You're going to give this guy a couple of days to send that dispatch agreement. If you don't get that dispatch agreement in a couple of days, you're going to follow up with this call. Same guy, you still on the phone with me?
Yep. Yes, I am.
All right. Now, a couple of days gone by, I ain't got that dispatch agreement back. I'm on your profile sheet. Ring, ring, ring.
Hello, Mr.
Hey,
Brother.
how you doing? Hey,
Good.
hey, man. Hey, this is Calvin with National
How you
Dispatch
doing?
Network.
Yes. I'm sorry I didn't get that form back to you. Thing came up, but I'm gonna most definitely get it over there to you.
Okay, look, man. I was getting worried because you know what? I'm sitting here right now looking at some loads. I was saying to myself, man, this guy was supposed to be sending me the dispatch agreement back. I done found these loads that's paying freight. I tell you what, and where you at right now?
I'm in Detroit, Michigan right now.
All right, hold on for a second. Give me about 2 minutes. All right, you leave me on hold for about 2 minutes. You go look up some stuff leaving out of Detroit, Michigan. All right, he already told you on what type of truck you got and this and that. You come back to him. Look. I really need you to get that dispatch agreement to me, kind of make it a priority, because, look, I'm looking at some loads leaving out of the Detroit area right now. I'm looking at 3 loads right now. One of these loads is paying $5.27 per mile. It's going about 105 miles, a little bit more than where you want it to go, but it's still within your parameter. I got another load here that's it's only going 70 miles, and that bad boy is paying almost $7 per mile. Okay, and I got another load here that looks like it's paying about $6.20 a mile, and it's going about 90 miles. Look, I need you to get me that dispatch agreement.
Well,
okay?
Sounds like I do need to get that over to you, huh?
Exactly. You need to get that over to me, because, look, I know you're trying to make some money, and you know I'm trying to make some money. So let's help each other out, okay?
All right. Sounds like a plan. I'll be sending it over in about 2 minutes.
All right, man. I'm going to be sitting here waiting on it.
All right. I'm sending it out now.
All right, look. That follow-up call has got to be more aggressive. That follow-up call, you are no longer in the get-to-know-me stage. You are in that stage of, like I always explain this, it's like going to a club and you meet this girl and y'all eyes connect and y'all getting along great. Y'all having great conversations. She's laughing at all your jokes. She's smiling. It's touchy-feely. She's reaching out to you. She's touching your elbow, giving you all the signs. Everything's running great. You're sharing drinks and everything. Great conversation. Y'all got so much in common, and y'all had a great night. At the end of the night, she gives you a peck on the cheek and says, "I'll call you." A week go by and you ain't got no phone call. All right. Now, when you see her again, you either gonna be one or two guys. You gonna be the guy that walks up to her and says, "Hey, you remember me? Why didn't you call me?" No girl wants that guy. Okay, let me tell y'all this right now. No woman wants that guy. Or you're gonna be that guy when you see her the next time. You're gonna lock eyes with her. You're gonna make a beeline right for her. When you get up next to her, you're going to reach down, you're going to pick her by the hand, you're going to grab her by the waist, you're going to pull her in close, and you're going to give her the biggest kiss she ever had in her life. Every girl wants that guy, because that's the man for them. You're either going to let that carrier know that, hey, I might be able to help you out, or you're going to let that carrier know I'm the dispatcher for you. That's how your follow-up call has to be. And in that follow-up call, you will get about 90% of that 70% that didn't send you the dispatch agreement back. All right. Does everybody understand what we were saying there? Does everybody have a clearer picture of how you pitch your carriers and how you do your follow-up? You pitch your carrier, and then 2 days later, you follow up. with the ones that did not send you your dispatch agreement in like they said they would. The follow-up is what's going to get those dispatch agreements signed. Okay? That's what's going to get those dispatch agreements signed. All right? Great job, by the way. Let's give our role player a hand. You know, everybody give him a hand. You know, great job, great job. Thanks for stepping up to the plate. All right. Let's see here. We got some questions here. Let's go back and look at some of these questions. Okay. Anonymous says, please send what? Okay, I don't know what that is. I'm anonymous. What are you sending? What are you asking me? Please send. Oh, me info. Okay, I got you. Send me info. I got you. Anonymous says, please send me info. Okay, but that's a private message. I will send it out to you. I will make sure, matter of fact, I'm going to copy and paste and send this to you right now. And now I assume you're talking about the info regarding our network and what we offer and how to get enrolled with us. Let me take a moment to send you that real quickly here, and that way everybody gets to see what we send out and how we send it out. You know, we do what we do when we do what we do. Okay. Let's see here. I can pull up my email here. Pull up my what? Where's my? Why? Oh, there we go. Okay. Pull up WE webmail. Log into my webmail and send that out to you real quick. Send objects, and we are looking for the RBBS opportunity. Bam, there we go. By the way, if you send us referrals, this is what we send out to our into your referral. This is the contact email that we send to them, explaining to them who we are, what we offer, and how they can get signed up with us. So this is what we send out. Okay, we just go in there and we click forward that. And anonymous, I am sending this to you right now, and we're gonna go ahead and format that to where it's properly looks. There it is. And anonymous, we just sent it to you. Make sure you check your spam mail, because it may go to your spam mail if we're not part of your contact list. It should be coming from Calvin Butler. And the email address is going to be training@theRBBSLLC.org. Okay? And you have it. And it's the RBBS business opportunity. All right? Cool. All right. Get back to our training. Took a little pause for that service announcement. Okay. Now, but hopefully you all understand more clearly how we do, how we know that pitch of how much money do you need to move your truck. Now you all can go back and pull this up later, because these sessions are recorded. Of course, it will be on our YouTube channel. You can go to youtube.com and you can go right to you can just put in RBBS Transport, or put in RBBS LLC, or put in the RBBS Logistics Learning Center, and it'll take you to our channel. Our channel is the RBBS Logistics Learning Center. I will put a link on here for you all here real quick. Let's do the YouTube link. Let's go up here and look for RBBS. Let's look for RBBS Transport. There it is right there. The RBBS Logistics Learning Center. This is our channel. Click on it right here. Takes you right over to our channel. I'm going to put the link to our channel right here for everyone to get, so that you can go and have access to our channel and be able to pull those videos up if you want to go back and look at any of our videos. And there's our YouTube channel right there. All right. Let's get back on with our training. Okay. All right. But hopefully you all have a clear understanding of what our pitch, how that pitch is supposed to go, and what it's supposed to sound like. Okay? Any other questions real quick on that pitch before we get into this workflow training? All right. Keisha, Miss Sweeney is asking us a question. Okay, Miss Sweeney says, you refer to video number 16 through 20. How do I know which one is the number you referred me to? You mean, how do we know? Because they're labeled. They say it on the videos. So let's go back to the YouTube. Well, let's go back to the YouTube channel. Okay. Yeah, the videos are labeled. The videos are labeled. Let's go back to the YouTube channel. Okay. If you look at the YouTube channel, our videos are labeled. They're in Roman numerals, but they are labeled. See right there? Where it says, earn while you learn, Roman numeral number 34. Earn while you learn, Roman numeral number 33. You see that? If you go and click on videos, pull them all up. And they're in Roman numerals. So if you all are not used to, I'm pretty sure everyone knows what Roman numerals are. But there's one for 33. Even our orientation ones, they're numbered. So all of our videos are numbered in Roman numerals, except for the spot training ones. The spot training, when you see when it says spot training, that's just me, getting up one morning and say, I got an idea I need to share with the group. Let's have a quick spot training. I'll send out a mass email, or I'll go to the chat group and I'll say spot training, and put the link, and everybody just come to the conference link, and we have some spot training real quick. Spot trainings is usually on about a half hour long, maybe a little bit long, but it's just something that was running through my mind that I need to share with the group, and we do spot training. But anything that we do on our Saturday session, they're all numbered, and they're numbered in Roman numerals. Okay? All right. Miss Sweeney also said, just got choked up laughing at myself. Look right past that. It happens. Everybody, we all have a brain cramp every now and then. So don't worry about it. Okay? You just have a little brain cramp, but don't worry about it. All right. Let's get back. Looking back. Let's get back to our there we go. Okay, workflow. All right. This is your workflow. All right. Back to where we were. Okay, once carrier emails you the signed dispatch agreement, okay, keep a copy for your records. Every one of you should have a way of storing all of your dispatch agreements. Because remember, these are your clients. These are not our clients. This is not the national. These clients do not belong to the National Dispatchers Network. They do not belong to RBBS or the Logistics Learning Center. These are your clients, not mine. These are your clients. Okay. Remember, our job is to help you build your clientele. Okay, to help you learn how to book freight. So these are not our clients. These are yours. So make sure you have a way of storing all of your dispatch agreements and you keep them on file. If they send them to you by email, you automatically have them stored in your email. Okay? So just make sure, I would just save them and create a file that says what? Dispatch agreements. And every time someone gets emailed into you, I send it over to that file. I make sure I name it in the name of the carrier, whatever the carrier's name, ABC Logistics Dispatch Agreement. 1, 2, 3, 4. Trucking dispatch agreement, So make sure you name them and you put them in your file, okay? But keep copies of it, okay? Option, email a copy. Now this option right here, don't do that, okay? We used to have y'all to, if you wanted to, you could email them to us. Well, I'm telling y'all now, do not email that to us when you get them. When you first get them in. You are eventually going to email it to us, but not when you first get it in, okay? Because this is your responsibility to keep copies of your own dispatch agreement, okay? So everyone, please do not send us your dispatch agreements when you first get them signed, okay? Just hang on to them. I'm gonna show you when you need to send them to us. So we need to. I'm gonna upgrade that and take that out. All right. Step 2, contact broker associated with the load that you need to book for your carrier. Okay. Basically, all you're doing is when you get your dispatch agreement and you start going to look up loads, you're going to contact the broker and say, hey, I'm calling you because I've got a carrier that may want that load. I need to get some quick information on that load, and then I'm going to call you back. Once I confirm with the carrier, I'm going to call you back and give you the DOT number, and so you can run them and see if they can run that load. Why do you want to go ahead and tell the carrier that? Because as you see down here, it says broker typically will ask for the MC number or the motor carrier's U.S. DOT number to verify carrier. Now, if you're contacting the carrier about a load that you're not sure if that carrier wants it, you know, that's why I say go ahead and volunteer the information of I'm looking for some loads for my carrier. He is interested in this load. I just need to get some more information on it. You know, how much weight it is. If that's not it, how much is paying if you don't have the the pay there or whatever the case may be. Get the information on it. Now, if it already has all the information, you can go ahead and let your carrier know. You can just call them and say, I'm just calling to see if this load is still available. Okay, and if it's still available, I'm gonna let my carrier know it's still available. And if he still wants, or if he hasn't grabbed the load yet, I'm gonna call you back with the DOT number. Okay, because you don't know if your carrier really wants that load or not. Remember, you're getting your 3 options, your 5 highest paying loads in the area of where that carrier is. So you don't want everybody running your carrier's DOT number if he's not sure if that's the load that he's gonna take. Because if everybody's running the DOT number and if the carrier doesn't want that load, you run the chance of that broker calling that carrier himself and going around you. You understand what I'm saying? Always, always, always protect yourself. Okay? Always protect yourself. Protect yourself and your connection with your carrier. As it says here, if the carrier is not already signed on with the brokerage firm, they will send a carrier packet to be filled out and return verified insurance, CSA scores, credit, etc. initially. This can be filled out by the carrier. But make sure you ask for a copy from the carrier for future references, especially if you will be booking many loads with him or her. Basically, all that's saying is this. When the carrier does agree to the load and you call the broker back and you give the broker the carrier's MC number or DOT number, that broker is going to run a background check on that carrier. They've got a system like our TMS system. We have this in TMS. They're basically going to put in the DOT number in and he's going to pull up everything about that carrier. He's going to know in a matter of seconds probably why you're still on the phone. Okay, I mean, it doesn't take long. They put in the number and it pulls it up right then and there. He's going to go straight to 2 areas that he's going to go look at. He is going to go look at, matter of fact, let me pull up my SIN and I'll show you how that works. He's going to go straight to, he is going to go straight to, okay, what is my SIN? Hold on a second. Yeah. I think this is my password, ain't it? Oh, yeah, that's it. Ha! My memory is intact. No dementia. I ain't getting old yet. All right. Who has a DOT? Let's see here. Who has a DOT number? Does anybody have a DOT number that they can send me real quick? Does anybody have a DOT number they can send me real quick?
307.
Hold on here. You said 307?
Yeah, 307 1910.
1910?
Right.
That is Triple R Transport LLC. Correct?
Right.
All right. Look here. Y'all see how this pulls up? Universal Search, Triple R Transport LLC. Common authority status available for subscription, all that type of stuff. Add Triple R seller to your carriers, what you call it. All right. They're going to have something similar to this, where it's going to pull up, their bond, the insurance. It's going to tell them about their insurance and all that type of stuff. All right. I'm not gonna add them in, but if I wanted to add this, all right, I can add him to my carriers list or a customers list. I add shippers to my customers list, and I add carriers. I had carriers onto my carriers list, of course. This is the type of report that they would get. Okay, it has everything on file, you know, the insurance and all that type of stuff. Now, some of this stuff has where it shows you their inspections and all that type of stuff. Hold on here. Some of them has it where it shows you their inspections and everything. Okay, where you and that's basically what the broker is looking up. Okay, but when it pulls up, it's going to show them everything they need to know about that carrier immediately. It does not take long at all. Okay, it doesn't take long at all. It pulls them up immediately. Now, I'm not going to add this carrier to our list because I don't want our interns calling me, oh, we got a new carrier? No, we do not have a new carrier. Okay? By the way, these are my carriers, y'all. By the way, y'all see I got a lot of carriers. A lot of carriers. Okay? But anyway, let me get out of that. Some of y'all try to steal my carriers. Just playing with you. Okay? I know y'all would do that too. But, okay. But that's what the where we at. That's what the broker is doing. He pulls up the carrier, he pulls up all the information. He is going straight to the insurance area to see if they have insurance. He is going straight to the inspection area to see if they failed it. I'm in inspection. And he's going to go straight to the area that shows them that they are either most brokers will have it where it pulls up like the load boards do. It tells you if he is satisfactory or unsatisfactory. Okay? If he has an unsatisfactory, that broker is going to tell you, nah, that carrier can't run this load. If he has a satisfactory, and if he is signed up with that, if that carrier has ran loads before, or if he's part of a carrier network that has ran loads before, he's going to tell you, okay, that carrier is good to go. I'm going to send you over your confirmation rate sheet. If they have not had a relationship with that carrier, or they need to get that carrier signed up to a broker carrier packet, they're going to send you the broker carrier application. Okay, that's what they're going to send you. Now, of course, when they send that to you, you already got a copy of it, right? Because they send it to you, your email. Always try to establish yourself as the go-between between the broker and the carrier. Establish that early on. Okay? Have the broker to send you the carrier broker packet. Why? Because when they send it to your email automatically has a copy of it, right? All right. Now, you're going to send that over to the carrier. You're going to have the carrier to fill out that broker carrier agreement. You're going to have that carrier to send it back to you so you can send it back over to the broker. Why would you want to do that? So you establish yourself as the go-between between the broker and the carrier. And then later on, we're going to show you all why that is important within this workflow. Okay? So, now, you've sent over the broker carrier agreement. You've got the broker carrier agreement back. The broker will want to send the load rate sheet, okay, to the carrier or carrier agent in order to get it signed. Once carrier packet comes back, good, broker will want to send over the load rate sheet of the load that is to be booked in order to stay in the loop. We just talked about this. Have the broker email rate load confirmation to you, or if it was sent directly to the carrier, have carrier email you a copy. Okay? This includes the load rate, the load number, rate pickup, the rate, pickup and time, delivery and time, contact information, weight and miles, and any special instructions for the carrier. Remember, constant communication is key in an efficient booking of a load so that everything is covered. Note in red and in bold, read. Okay? The load rate confirmation to ensure it is in agreement with what the load has. people, please do not take it for granted that that broker is sending you the stuff that you all talked about. Read it. Check the numbers. Make sure the money is right. Make sure that if it's a double load, make sure it's 2 different load numbers and you're not getting the same load number. These are things you have to check for, because some brokers will try to slick you, boy. Right, Charles?
Yep. I had an experience early this week. I had to call a broker back. I had a rate con sent over for we had a load for like 5,700, and the rate con was sent over. I read it. I saw the fuel surcharge and the total line haul rate. It was like 4,700. I'm like, wait a minute, hold up. It was supposed to be 5,700. So I called the guy back. I was like, I don't know what's going on, but you missed the number by $1,000 there, buddy. So he's like, oh man, I'm sorry. Let me send you a new one out. So he did. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, they'll try to sneak stuff by you. And,
oh yeah.
And it happens all the time. So make sure you read that. Because look, once it's signed, that's what it is.
Exactly.
Okay. Once that rate confirmation is signed, that's wrong, right, or indifferent. That's what it is. Okay. Yep. So make sure you, as the dispatcher, read that before you send it over to your carrier, so you can catch it and correct it. Because I'm telling you, a lot of times the carriers, they don't read that stuff. They just go through it and they go by what you told them. They sign it, send it back to you. Okay, so make sure you read it. Because that $1,000 is what, Charles? That's extra what?
That's extra.
That's extra $100, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Exactly. In your pocket, right?
That's correct.
I don't know about y'all, but I don't throw away $100 like that.
No. Not these days.
Okay, exactly. All right. I mean, shoot. You get 10 of them, you got and you got $1,000, right? So, all right. The low. All right. Make sure you read. So we understand. Make sure you all read that. All right. All right. Also, keep a copy of the rate load confirmation as a dispatcher for your records. Okay. The reason why you want to keep copies of all this stuff, we're going to show you that here also too. Okay. If rate load confirmation is in agreement with the load, have carrier sign an email to you. If it is not in agreement, contact the broker to further clarify as to why rate load confirmation is not in agreement with original load specifications. Be very mindful at this stage not to be taken advantage of. Okay. Step 4. Once this load and rate confirmation sheet is signed, send back to broker. Once carrier emails you the signed rate/load confirmation, email it to the broker. CC. Now you can still CC us in the dispatch agreement, but we would prefer you just hang on to it. I'm gonna tell you why. Just hang on to it, and we'll explain to you in just a minute. So you don't have to CC it to us just then. Just kind of hang on to it. Try to follow the load by calling driver once he or she has arrived at pickup location and once they have arrived at destination. Also, let them know that if there are any issues, to contact you so that you may contact broker if they cannot communicate. If they cannot, okay? Communications. In other words, communications is the key. Keep open lines of communication with your carrier. All right, once carrier drops the load, have carriers send you a copy either through text or email of the BOL. That is the bill of landing. That is the proof of delivery. That's what that is. They can either send it by email, by scanning, or they can take a picture of it, as long as it is a clear picture, and they can text it to you, or they can email it to you, okay? So as long as they can use their cell phone and take a clear picture of the BOL where you can see all the numbers and see the signature and everything, and they can email that to you, and that's how you keep a copy of it. You can then transfer that from your phone to your email and put it on file, okay? Okay. Yeah. Once carrier drops load, proof of delivery and the invoice that they plan on sending the broker. In other words, when you get the bid, when that carrier sends you the BOL, the receipt or the proof of delivery, make sure you let them know that to also send an invoice requesting their money. Okay? In other words, they're letting the broker know, hey, load done been dropped. Here's my invoice for you to send me the $5,000 or $3,000 or whatever the rate confirmation said that it was going to get paid on. Okay? So you're a carrier, so you now send the invoice over to the broker, which was issued by the carrier. You're acting as that go-between. Everything's going from everything's got to go through you to get for them to actually get stuff to each other, and that's what you want. I'm gonna tell y'all. We're gonna explain that here in just a second. All right. Invoice plan on sending the broker unless carrier has their own factoring company. Now, this factoring thing, I'm gonna tell you. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all something about this factoring thing. There isn't a broker out there that does not factor a load. And I try to educate carriers on this because they're throwing away money. Okay, carriers they throw away money all the time. I have actually seen one load get factored 3 times. I've actually seen one load get factored by the same factoring company 3 times. Believe that or not. Okay, because here's what happens.
Wow.
Yeah, but see, here's what happens. No broker is going to wait 90 days to get their money from a shipper, right? And 99% of the loads that you all find for carriers come from brokers, right? So if no broker is going to wait 90 days to get their money from a shipper, guess what? That broker is having that load factored, right? So when the broker sends the load over to his factoring company, the factoring company is not sending the broker all of that money back to the broker, then the broker is paying the carrier. No, that's not how it works. That broker sends the money over to the factoring company, and then that broker tells the factoring company who all they need to pay. Y'all understand what I'm saying? The load is already, the pay that the carrier is getting is coming from the factoring company. It's labeled paid from the broker because the broker is the one that actually ordered that. You understand what I'm saying? But that money has already been factored, and a check is being sent to the carrier from the factoring company. But some of these carriers, for some strange, ungodly reason, they are so paranoid because they don't know the business and they don't want to be taught the business. They don't want to listen to anybody. They turn around and they factor the doggone money again. They have they're contacted and they and they may have the same and they may have the
word
same
for that.
factor. What is that, Charles?
I'm not gonna say it. There's a word for that.
It's idiotic. And 60% of the time it's the same factory company. Now you think the factory company is gonna say, "Hey, we've already factored this load"? No, the factory company is gonna take their money again. Now I'm gonna tell you something even dumber than that. You have some dispatch firms that go out and get a factoring company. Because some of you all have asked me, you think I should get a factoring company? How am I going to be guaranteed my money? Really? You're trying to factor load.
I've heard that. That's ridiculous. I've actually heard people mention that to me about as a dispatching company getting a factoring company. I'm like, what in the world?
I'm like, what in the world are you talking about? The load has already been factored. Sometimes it's been factored twice already. Now you're going to factor the 3rd time? Come on, people. If there's any truck drivers or owner operators who are listening to this or may see this, please stop throwing away your money. Factoring companies are getting over on you all. They are. I'm not gonna lie to you. I used a factoring company when I was a broker, but as a dispatcher, first of all, no broker is gonna wait 90 days to get their money from a factoring from a shipper. Okay. And people say, well, what if the broker don't want to pay me? The broker is the one that's authorizing the pay, but the factoring company is where you're actually getting your money from. Okay? In case y'all didn't know that. All right? Any carriers out there listen to my voice right now, in case you didn't know it, when you get paid by the broker, your money is coming directly from the factoring company. So if you got a factoring company that's factoring the money that's coming from a factoring company, Duh. Okay. Stop throwing away your money. And in some cases, it's the same factoring company. They just factor that load twice. They got paid on that same load twice. And they ain't going to tell you no difference. And if you're a dispatcher who got a factoring company, you all may all have the same factoring company. You think that factoring company is going to love y'all? Yeah. That factoring company is in love with y'all. So,
hey, maybe we should start a factoring company.
I'm telling you, man. Look, I'm telling y'all, look. You know, look.
Maybe we should start a factory company.
Look. One thing I'm not going to do, I'm not going to tell y'all something that's going to hurt you, because I need y'all to make money. Because if y'all don't make money, we don't make money, right? That's just how it is. That's why I tell y'all the truth. That's why I tell y'all that's why I hip you all to the game. That's why I get a lot of death threats and people calling me and telling me, I'm gonna shut you down. I mean, I'm probably gonna get calls from all kind of people this week. You know, when they see this, they're like, we gotta put a stop to him. You know what I'm saying? But you all are not gonna find this type of truthful information anywhere else but here. Okay? That's what our platform is all about. That's why our consulting platform is the way it is, because we're hipping you to the game. Okay? Everything. I don't want to call other freight broker trainers a racket, but they feeding into a systematic revolving money. What's what I'm looking for? I'm trying not to insult them, but it's kind of hard not to. Okay?
Good luck.
Yeah, good luck. They're feeding into a revolving hand that is always in your pocket. That's the best I can come up with. Okay? They tell you, okay, take this course, take this class, pay me $1,200 to $5,000 up front. Even the community colleges, when they take a freight broker's course, pay me $3,000, $2,500, $3,000 up front. Okay? I am going to teach you about lane rates. I am going to teach you about the rules and the regulations of double brokering and all this other stuff. I am going to teach you about all the science of booking freight. And when you're done, I'm going to give you a certificate, a master's freight broker certificate, which you don't need, which there is no such thing, which there is no such use for. There is no such thing as any freight broker certification.
No, blah, blah, blah.
Nowhere, no how. It is not. There is nothing out. There is no such thing as a freight broker certification. There is nothing that requires you to have any type of certification to become a freight broker. You want to know what you need to become a freight broker? You need money.
Yeah.
That's what you need. You need to have enough money to pay for your bond. You need to have enough money to get that $1.5 million of insurance. You need to have enough money to get your authority. You need to have enough money to sustain you for 8 months while you pump money into your business for the 8 months that you're not going to make money as a broker, because 6 months of that, you're not going to sign in the shipper, because no shipper will work with you until you have 6 months of season. That's what you need to become a broker. You need money. Okay? All this other stuff they're telling you that you're paying that $5,000 for, you do not need. What you need is someone to take you by the hand and put you into this business and give you tools and resources and walk you through it step by step, show you what all the terms are, show you how all this stuff works, show you how to protect yourself, and show you all how to make money.
Welcome to the platform.
Exactly. Okay? Nobody else does what we do. Everybody else out there is not enjoying what you all enjoy. Not having to pay for your access to load boards. Not having to pay for your access to where to find shippers. When you finish with them, you got to buy a shippers list. Where half of that list, the shippers may be out of business. We provide you all access to a federal government site that gives you access to every shipper in the United States, all 19 million plus of them. It don't cost you a dime. And these are all good shippers. Why? Because the federal government updates that site every week. Okay? Let's just say this. truckers, stop factoring loads that you get from brokers. Now, if you're getting your load directly from a shipper, that's one thing. Yeah, factor. If you're getting your load directly from a shipper, please, by all means, factor your load. But if you're factoring loads that come from a broker, you're throwing away your money. You always talking about somebody's got their hand in your pocket. Well, you're the one putting their hands in your pocket. You open your pocket up and say, hey, come on, Mr. Factor, come dig in my pocket. Get some of that money. You know, y'all done got some of it already, but I'm going to give you some more of it. Well, y'all some charitable, but, you know, one thing about it, boy, y'all going to heaven because y'all very charitable. Because you're giving away your money. All right? So stop giving away your money. All right? All right, let's get on here. All right? I'm sorry I got off track there, but, you know, I get kind of passionate about that factoring thing because, look, Charles, we need to get into factoring business. Let's see here. All right. Where we at? Okay, here we go. We're coming on down here to step 5. Step 5, once carrier drops the load, have the carriers in, well, we already did that, right? The BOL, landing, invoice, dispatch. Okay. Be sure to include the email, invoice. No, hold up, Charles. Where we at? Are we at step 5? Well,
yeah, you're in the right place. You're in the right place. The third bullet.
Yeah.
Third bullet.
All right, there we go. Now you would need to prepare. All right, here we go. No, we're right here in the second bullet. All right.
Okay.
Now you would need to prepare an invoice to send to dispatch@rbbstransport.com so that the carrier can be billed. This is when you send us all that information. All right? What you need to send us is, so hang on to all that stuff, your dispatch agreement, your signed dispatch agreement, your confirmation rate sheet, your BOL, all that stuff, you hang on to it until you get to this point. Okay? At this point, you done sent the information over to your broker. You done sent all the billing information over to your broker, the invoice information, right? 3 days later, you need to follow up with the broker. When you have sent over the bill of landing, the carrier's invoice to the broker to get paid on, 3 days later, take it upon yourself to call that broker, and you call that broker and say, hey, Mr. Broker, this is Susan or Diane or Charles or Calvin. I'm calling to check the status of my carrier's pay. On load number, you got the confirmation sheet there, give them the load number. Why? Because that's your job. Right? Broker's not going to say, well, why you calling me? No, broker's okay, well, hold on for a second. Let me check on that. You're going to pull up load number? Oh, we paid that carrier yesterday. Oh, we're paying that carrier tomorrow. Oh, we're processing his pay right now. If you hear any one of those things where it's close to the time for that carrier to get paid, that's when it's time for you to send everything over to dispatch@rbbstransport.com. You're going to prepare your invoice, and your invoice, matter of fact, let me show you what that invoice is going to look like. I'm going to show y'all what it looks like when you send that over to us. Let's find somebody who done sent in one of their carriers. All right, here we go. Let's sign out of that. Let's sign in. Again, I got all these email addresses. Where's my sign in at? Where's my sign? Here we go. Let's sign into the dispatcher's email. And that is payroll. Here we go. This is where the dispatchers, all the processing stuff goes. This is what they see every day. I don't normally deal with this, but this is what they see every day. Okay, let's find somebody who just got their stuff processed. The last. Okay, hello Sullivan dispatch, carrier setup. Here we go. All right, you see that right there, Miss Yeti Shabazz. She's doing good, by the way. See what it says? Needed info for payday loads. That's what I want y'all to put. Something that says payday. If you say payday, then all of our interns know it's time for you to get paid. They know that what you're sending in is your invoice information. And this is what it looks like. See how she says my payday? That's all you got to put up there. When you sit in, just put my payday. Because it's time to get paid, right? It's your payday. You know, the carrier done send everything in, right? The broker done told you that the carrier done got paid, or the carrier's getting paid, or the carrier's about to get paid. So now it's what? It's time for you to get paid, right? Everybody wants to get paid, right? Everybody shake their head. Yeah. Want to get paid. All right. So everybody wants to get paid. So when you send it over to our dispatchers, you just put up there my payday. That's all you got to put, or my payday invoice, or my pay, or whatever. Just let us know you want your money. Okay, that's all you got to do. Let us know you want your money, because we gonna send the invoice out and get you your money. So that's how we got to get our money. Okay, we don't get ours until you get yours. So let's get it. All right, let's get the money. All right. So when you send us that, says my payday, this is what you're going to send. You are going to attach the dispatch agreement, the original signed dispatch agreement. You're going to attach that every time you send us a invoice for your payday. Okay? You're going to attach the rate confirmation sheet, the signed rate confirmation sheet. And you're also going to attach the BOL, okay, the bill of lading. In the body of the email, you're going to put who this is from, you, or your company name. You're also going to put to RBBS Transport. You're also going to put it's got the date and stuff. Well, you don't have to put all that, but it's got the date and stuff it's sent. But you're going to put your agent. This is what you're going to put. You're going to put the agent info. That's you. You're going to put your extension. All right, that you operate from, because each of you will have an extension. You're going to put your email address, and you're going to put your Square Cash Tag ID. Okay, because that's how we pay you. Everybody needs to go to Square Cash and sign up for the Square Cash, the free Cash Me app. Pull up, it's in your phones, in your app store. It's free. Okay, go to your app store on your phone and look for Cash App, Square Cash App. You're gonna pull up the Cash Me app. Okay, you're gonna download it onto your phone. You're going to attach your bank account to it, or you are going to order the free. Let me repeat. Or you're going to order the free Square Cash Visa debit card. Because this is the only way that we pay you. This is the only way that we get paid from the carriers. All right? So make sure you do that. Because this is what you're going to send us. You're going to send us that, and you're going to send us your Square Cash tag, your ID. Okay? So we can pay you. All right. You're also going to put the carrier's info. Okay? The carrier's name, their address, name, their phone number, MC number or DOT number, or MC number and DOT number. And you're going to put their carrier's email address. The phone number you're going to put is always going to be the carrier's cell phone number. Let me repeat that. The phone number you're going to put is always going to be the carrier's cell phone number. Okay? You're also going to put the load information. Okay? Where the load picks up, where it dropped off. Okay? What the load number, very important. How many miles the load went and the rate that it paid. And you're going to put the broker's info, the broker's name, phone number, and their email address. Okay? This is what you're going to send every time you send over a load that you're trying to get paid on. Okay? That is what you're going to send. All right? Get some of these questions here. Oh, yeah. Mr. Bass, she's in the house today, says teamwork makes your dream work. It does now. Teamwork does make the dream work. We create our reality by default and consistency. Is that right? What is that word again? Is that consist? Charles, you might have to tackle that one. Okay.
What's
I'm looking at what Mr. Bass sent me. Is that consistency? Or
I think she's trying to say conscientiously or something like that.
Okay, yeah, I think that's what she's trying to say.
It's just misspelled, but she's trying to say conscientiously.
Okay. All right. I'm not trying.
I get the point.
I'm not trying to put you on the spot, Mr. Bass, because my spelling is atrocious too. I'm not gonna lie to you.
And she does make a good point. We do have very detailed and specialized training in this particular space in dispatching, where no one else offers. So
exactly. Look. You all, if if you came to us first, you were very lucky. Because there are some of us here, some of you all here, okay, I'm not going to call no names. Some of y'all paid a lot of money to learn nothing from somebody else. And y'all know who you are. I mean,
I'm glad it wasn't me.
You don't have to tell us who you are, but some of y'all, we've got some people in our network, and I'm not talking no one or two. We got about 30 or 40 people within our platform that paid anywhere from $1,200 to $5,000 to learn nothing.
Wow.
We got people within our network who've got all their brokerage stuff, done paid their bond, done paid got that $1.5 million worth of insurance, and been paying it every month. They probably done spent $8-9 already. We got a group of people here that's part of a group, and they spent probably over $12-15 in the last 3, 4, 6 months, and they ain't booked not one load from the stuff that they learned elsewhere, because they didn't learn anything. That's how useless. Let me take that back. That's how misinformed a lot of these freight broker training courses are. They're misleading, and they're misleading you to think that you're going to learn what you need to learn to book freight, and you're not. Nothing could be further from the truth. If they were just saying, we're here to teach you the terms, we're here to teach you the legalities, we're here to teach you to teach you the science of booking freight, we're here to teach you, about lane rates and stuff like that, and and that type of stuff.
I do that for $29.99.
Exactly, Charles. They would be honest in that kind of representation. But they misrepresent themselves, and they mislead you into thinking that if you pay them this $1,200 to $5,000, you're going to learn how to book freight. You're going to learn how to protect yourself. You're going to learn how to operate within the industry. Your manager's going to learn how to be making $8, $9, $10, and $12, $15,000 a month. Nothing can be farther from the truth. So this is a process. This is a process. And the only way for you to learn this is through the process. And if they're not taking the time to walk through the process, then what good are they? I'm probably gonna get.
You know what? That's a slogan. That's a slogan right there. You just said. If they don't take time to walk you through the process, what's the use?
I'm about to go back and watch it, and so I can kind of get it down. But
that should be our national slogan.
But I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I'm probably gonna have to hire some bodyguards this week. Charles, I might need some brushing up on your martial arts skills.
Oh yeah, I'll train you. I can train you. I have no problem with that.
I mean, it's been a while since I've been through my close quarter combat training, but back in the days, and when I was in special forces, I mean, I could probably, take care of a lot of stuff myself, but I might need a brusher up. I might need a refresher course. I definitely need to drop about 60 to 70 pounds. But Aikido, Taekwondo, 3rd degree black belt in both, 20 years boxing. So okay. Bring it on. All right, cool. But look. Here's the great thing about what we offer. We're not trying to sell you anything. We're just trying to teach you how to book freight, because that's the only way we make money. Look, you can't get any fair or any more honest than that. We only make money when you all make money. So therefore, we're not trying to sell you anything. Okay? You're already in our platform. Now we need to teach you how to make money, because that's how we make money. We don't make no money if you don't make no money. Okay? That is the core difference in what we offer in what everyone else is offering. All right? So, but this is what you need to send us when you are ready to invoice, ready to get paid. Okay, Mr. Bass, great job, by the way. Great job. I love the way you sent this in, and as you can see here, you have a few loads here that you sent in 1 week. All these are from Mr. Bass, as you all can see here. She's doing her thing. So just follow the example. Everybody just trust me. Trust me. If you work the system will work for you. If you fight the system is going to fight you. I mean, I can't say it any better than that. Okay? But work the system, and the system will work for you. But you got to work the system. Okay. All right. Let's hurry up so we can get this thing wrapped up. I know we were supposed to do a lot more today, but we're running out of time. We're trying not to go over 3 hours because we do that for a reason, and have to save some of the stuff for this. But this is good stuff, though. Okay, because you all needed to know this. You all needed to know this because we've been hearing a lot from you all, and I noticed a lot of you all are not following the workflow. A lot of you all are not, doing some of the things, or not pitching the script. You're not doing the script. You're not doing the follow up on the script. You're not following the workflow. When you get loads, a lot of you all were concentrating on stuff that's not going to pay you any money. Hot shots and sprinter vans and all that other stuff. Okay. All right. You all needed to know this. Okay. All right. Where we're here. All right. Sending to the bro. Where we at, Charles? We was on the second one, right? Now you need to prepare the invoice with dispatch. Okay, it's going to be billed. Be sure to include the email invoice to RBBS. Your information, full name, phone, and extensions, email, carrier information, full name, MC number, phone numbers, and the email address. Load information, pickup, destination, rate, miles, and weight, and broker info, full name, address, and email. Also attach to the email the signed dispatch agreement, signed rate confirmation sheet, BOL, and invoice from carrier to broker if there is one. One more thing I want y'all to add to that, because we are going to ask you that, but go ahead and add it now. One more thing we're going to add to that you all need to send us. Where you got the load from. Because remember, we have implemented our networking aspect where we actually compensate. We compensate you all for helping someone find a load. So if you got your load from someone else, if you got assistance from someone else, if you got your load from the back office load boards, like some of these load boards in the back office, they are load boards of students who went out and paid for these extra load boards, and then they gave us access to it. If you got your load from any place else other than some place that you had from your own shipper or your broker that you only deal with, if you got your load from any place else, let us know where you got that load from so that we can pay that person their 2.5% of the load fee. That does not come out of your pocket. That comes out of my pocket. Okay? I pay that to them. You don't pay that to them. You still get your same 5% of the load fee. You still get your same half of the 10% load fee. Nothing comes from you. That comes from me. Okay? But I need to know that you all got that from them so that I can pay them. Okay? Ask Charles about that because he got money. He didn't know that was coming to him.
Yeah.
Because the people had got loads from him, and he haven't got all about it. He had helped the people. And lo and behold, one day he got a bunch of money. He's like, hey, I got money I ain't know I had coming.
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah. Now, there's no other freight broker training course or platform out there that does that. Look high, look low. You can look in the way you want to. I'll give you $100. You can find another freight broker training course that is paying you to help other students within their platform network make money. I'm not talking about go out and find one next week. Now I'm talking about one that's doing it now. And we're doing it before we announce, because we have a lot of copycats now. We have a lot of people trying to copy what we're doing now. Okay, since we came out with a lot of this stuff, well, we got some copycats out there. Someone even tried to steal our name. There's a platform out there where they even tried to steal the earn while you learn freight broker. Like, what? We had to send them a cease and desist. Because that is a trademark name. That is a trademark phrase that we came up with when it comes to logistics training. Now, outside of logistics training, yeah, you can use that. But if you're a logistics trainer, you can't use that earn while you learn. Because that's ours, baby. That's ours. We pay for that. Okay? All right. But that is your workflow. Okay, that's your workflow. That's your workflow. When you send this in to us, okay, once received, RBBS transport invoicing processing will bill the carrier and pay once payment has been received from the carrier on the next booking. Okay? And all this happens electronically because we don't accept checks. We don't accept ledger forms of payments. We send out an invoice. We text it to your carrier and we email it to your carrier. All they have to do is click on it, pop, and pay with a debit or credit card. It tells them that, matter of fact, here, let me show you what that invoice looks like. Let's go to our Square account and pull up one of the invoices, and I'll show you what that invoice looks like. Log me into Square, baby. Talk to me. All right, I'm gonna show y'all what the invoice looks like. Show y'all what the invoice looks like. Invoices. All right, here's what an invoice looks. Let me get one that's paid. All right, here's what the invoice looks like. Okay. All right, when we send an invoice, this is what it looks like. This right here. It says here, load invoice billing from RBBS National Dispatchers Network member is always sent in your name, in the member's name. Yadi Shabazz, okay, has the invoice number, has the invoice date, has your customer or your carrier. Information is there along with the email address and the additional email addresses. Okay, it also has out here our records indicate that you've completed a load that was provided to you via RBBS National Dispatchers Network member Yadi Shabazz. Load order confirmation number right there. Load number right there again. Load info, Albany, Georgia to Samara, Georgia. Load number, miles, 198 miles, rate $900. Per our dispatch agreement, 10% of the load fee is agreed upon fee for this service. Please remit payment in the amount of $90, conveniently via credit or debit card. Okay? Then down here we attach the load number, all that stuff, how much they owe. All they got to do is click on it, and it shows here. Then we attach. We always send them the attached copies of verification. We send them a copy of their signed dispatch agreement. We send them a copy of the signed rate confirmation sheet. We send them a copy of their BOL, bill of landing. That's why we ask you all to send all that stuff to us, so we can send that over to them. So verifying that so that they can't say, well, no, I didn't write no load for y'all. Well, not according to the thing you signed there. We got 3 verifiable proofs that you agreed to this. You picked it up, you delivered it, and there it is. Okay?
Paper trail.
Exactly. We have a verifiable paper trail. They click on it. They pay us with that debit or credit card. When that money comes in, we send it out to you the same way we received it. Right, Charles? Right, Mr. Bass?
That's correct.
We send it out to you the same way you received it. Same way we received it. And the day that we receive it is the day that you get it. Okay? We don't wait a week later or whatever. We send it out to you the same day. All right?
That is correct. Yes.
So, that is how you all are paid. That is how we operate. Okay? All right. All right, everybody. It's that time when we got to say goodbye again. I have enjoyed you all. It is about 5 minutes to 1, 10 minutes to 1. 1 o'clock is our cutoff time. But I have enjoyed you all. Remember, everyone, please follow the workflow. Okay, remember your pitch. I want to thank the gentleman who helped us with our pitch today, who played the role of the carrier. He did a great job. I want to recognize Charles Mundy and Mr. Kerry Glick. Is it Glickenstein? Is how you pronounce his name, Charles?
Yeah, I think it's Glitchstein or something like that.
Glitchstein. I want to recognize both of them. We have the three of us have formed a partnership for for this new load board that you all will have free access to because you all are students of our existing platform, and you all will have the free access to it. We can't wait to bring it to you all. When I tell you all we are excited about it, we are excited about it because this is something. This is not just a load board. And it's not just a load board, and it is catering to dispatchers. It is catering to that group of unrecognized and underappreciated professionals in this industry that are keeping this industry going, and it's helping this industry to thrive, but everybody seems to want to look down on dispatchers. We even have load boards that now won't even, they say that they don't even want dispatchers on their load boards. Okay? So what we are creating is something that where we accept everybody. Everybody can come to this load. Anybody can come to this load board. And this load board is going to have some features in it and have aspects of it that this industry has not seen yet. You all have seen some of the stuff that we're going to have in this load board, but everyone else has no idea what's coming with this load board and this networking site. Okay? It's going to be something unique. It's going to be something great. You all are going to love it. But I tell you, we are excited about it. We are overly excited about it. Okay? And Charles will tell you we work on it every week, and we're hoping to bring it to you all within the next 4 to 5 weeks. And we're hoping to release it and introduce it within the next 4 to 5 weeks. Okay, so look for that. It's coming, and everyone's going to love it. I want to thank everybody for tuning in to us every Saturday. Remember, we do pay referral fees. If you know of anybody, reach out to Mr. Let me make sure I get his name right.
There's Justin.
Yeah, Justin. We want to make sure you reach out to Justin. Justin has a website. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Find Justin's website real quick. I know he sent it. I know he put it in the chat group. Justin has a website that helps you all to brand and market the referrals so that you can actually make money by sending in referrals. And he basically, his platform teaches you all how to create your referral branding. Where's Justin's stuff at? Well, but this chat group has a lot of stuff on it, y'all. I don't know if y'all just take the time just to roll back up to this chat group from time to time, but this chat group is awesome. And I have to give all the credit to you all for making this chat group work the way it does. That weather change that we talked about is coming. It looks like it's about to start pouring down rain here, so we're finna get off this. I can't seem to find Justin's stuff right now. I got so many people in this thing. I can't seem to find Justin's stuff right there. But contact Justin, and I'll try to get it out. I'll try to find a way to find this and get it out to you all. There's Charles' stuff. I'll try to find a way to get it out to you all. What's that? There it is right there. Yep, that's it right there. All right, this is it right here. This is Justin's site. I'm going to put it on here so you all can have it. Copy. And this is where he teaches, where he shows you all how to brand your referral marketing. All right, but that's the site right there. Okay, but I appreciate you all again. For any of you all who are on here who are looking to join our platform, reach out to us at 866-973-6445, extension 2. Be sure to contact Charles Monday. His stuff is on here as well. If you're looking to, if you need help with the terminology and beginning dispatching, he has an ebook that he promotes is only $29.95. Very affordable, very affordable. Nothing like the $1,200 you spend on some of the other stuff, because that's what everybody else is. What everyone else is giving you, Charles gives you to you for $29.95. I'm not gonna lie to you. Now, but you need that in conjunction with the step-by-step hand-holding that we provide in order to learn how to really be successful in this industry. If you're gonna spend money to learn the terms and the rules and the regulations, spend $29.95 on Charles's ebook, okay? Because that's about what you're gonna get with all these other freight broker courses. That's what you're gonna get, okay? And people are thinking they're spending that $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, and $5,000, and they're thinking that they're gonna learn how to book freight. You're not. You're gonna learn what Charles has for you for $29.95. Terms, what this means, what that means, what's a load boy, what's a hot shot, what's this, what's that, what's a dry van, what's a reefer, how to calculate lane rates. That's the stuff you're gonna learn for what you're spending $1,200 to $5,000 for now. If you want to learn how to book freight, spend the $299.95. Join our platform. We'll give you all your tools and resources. We'll pay for everything else, because our students have zero out-of-pocket expense after the enrollment. We pay for everything. Then when you book freight, we make money and you make money.
Hey, Calvin, can I interject for a second?
Yeah, go ahead real quick.
From starting today up until next Saturday's training, I'm going to offer a buy one, get one free service. What I'm going to do is the Dispatching 101 that I just published on my website, that's a 40-page, very thorough ebook. It's $39.95. If you purchase that one, I will give you the original one that I put up there with the terms and everything for beginning dispatchers for free. And that was the $29.99 one. So if you purchase Dispatching 101, you get the how much money do you need to move your truck for free. That's from today's training up until next Saturday's training. So if people want to take advantage of 2 ebooks for the price of one, it's the opportunity of, I don't want to say of a lifetime, but it's a good opportunity. So
there you all have it right there. Okay. All right. We're gonna wrap this up. We're about to get some lightning and some storms, so I'm gonna get off this. I'm gonna get off my deck out here, and I'm gonna take this inside. But 866-973-6445 extension 2 if you want to talk to me about joining our platform, or log on to the RBBS LLC.org. That is the THE RBBS LLC.org. It's our website, or go to our YouTube channel at the RBBS Logistics Learning Center on YouTube, or look up Earn While You Learn Freight Broker Training on YouTube. Click the show more or more info, and it will pull up the link to our enrollment center. Enrollment is just $299.95. Until next week, see y'all again. Same back channel, same back time. You all have a great day. I love you all. Thank you all so much. I really appreciate each and every last one of you all. You all have a great day.